everybody. Welcome back to League of Legends. This is the NACE tournament, and we are going to be playing University of South Alabama against Virginia Commonwealth University. So I wasn't able to stream last week. That's unfortunate, but we should be able to stream every Tuesday at least. So what are we thinking about the previous games? From what you could, I assume you've watched the previous games, Noah. So what are we thinking?
Yes, I did. For Wednesday's game, October 11th, we were up against Stony Brook University. There really isn't much to say about this game because we basically 2-0'd them instantly.
Yeah,
it wasn't even a competition.
Okay.
USA was up on objectives, up on kills. When Stony Brook finally had a chance, it was already too late.
Yeah.
On Thursday, October 10th, we were up against Rensselaer Polytechnic Institute, also known as RPI. I would prefer that. The first game, in the first 7 minutes, there was a 6-0 Fiora on the enemy team.
Unbelievable.
Within, I think, 11 minutes, top lane had already gone to tier 2 with Fiora split pushing the entire time. But
okay.
USA keeping their calm and an unbelievable teleport from Echo to stop Fiora from split pushing. They managed to distract the Fiora and take the Elder to win.
Wow. That's pretty impressive. Another thing to ask though is what in terms of lineups for the past few games, what do you think University of South Alabama is going for? What's the idea or the strategy that we're trying this year?
I don't think there's really any strategy, but when it came to the picks, I noticed. Well, one, there's an. Sorry, hang on. We're definitely going off script. Okay. Our team usually picked either Jinx or Ezreal for the bot lane. The supports were mostly Enchanters or Engage. There was actually a huge save with Zillion from our.
I've seen
our teammate Brandon.
Yeah, I've seen Brandon tend to go things like Bard and save type of supports like that in general. Sometimes I haven't seen a huge amount of Engage as much. I've seen Bard though a lot. Definitely a few Nautilus games as well though from him. Mm-hmm. So what is you saying? Did you see something like Bard in the past few games with Brandon, or what were we?
I did not see Bard, but I definitely seen Zillion and I believe Nami.
Okay, so Nami, that makes sense for what he would usually go with.
For top lane, it was usually a beefy character like Jax or Shogath. Jax obviously because of the ASI. How can you not promote that?
Exactly, absolutely, yeah. And I've seen him definitely go. I've seen her top laner go with beefy tanks like that. Nothing too crazy. I've always kind of said that our top laner kind of plays like the Balas FS. He kind of doesn't do super great early on, but he just distracts the enemy team endlessly. And in the end, he'll end up stomping anyways, right? Even if he won't go he won't go super high up early on, but then he stomps later anyways because the entire enemy team's just constantly chasing him endlessly. Mm-hmm. I wouldn't say he goes with a direct strat he's not doing something like Scion or then Hull Breaker into something ridiculous, but he's definitely keeping their team on their toes by constantly just making his presence a problem for them, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And the most exciting thing about this casting thing is we don't know what we're going to be up against, so whenever the picks come in, it's going to be very interesting how either USA or whoever we're against will be able to pull it off.
Yeah, it's been a while since the past game, so it's going to be a little bit different this time around. I mean, the players on USA team have definitely changed in the past few months in what they like and what they want to play. Because I haven't seen a lot of Jinx that often from our ADC. But I think
pretty sure that's only because of the new buffs. You literally can get 30 attack speed.
That's true. Yeah, she is starting to get significantly buffed, and that's great news because I'm actually a Jinx main. So that means I can.
I see. You're one of those people.
Hey, I main them all. Okay, see, I got Kai'Sa, Jinx. Let's see.
Oh
Samurai.
No, Kai'Sa.
Yeah.
No.
And don't worry, I don't go AP Kai'Sa. I literally never go AP Kai'Sa. So
okay, you're forgiven.
Yeah, but I don't like it, right? I feel like AP Kai'Sa is just only burst. I am a person who has perfected A-clicking and stutter stepping, and I want to use it. I don't want to be just pressing W and Q and hoping they die instantly.
Yeah, I don't like that strat.
Yeah, definitely. So, yeah, this is definitely going to be an interesting game. Hopefully, we haven't gotten the invite yet.
Normally I'd had some insights on what our team's going to pick, but I actually don't know.
Yeah, I mean, it's been a while, right? And there's only 2 games to go off of, so we're not 100% sure what the idea is. I know Brandon's previous picks a little bit, but it's been a while, so he's definitely improved a lot at this point. I think he is now Diamond 4, so congrats.
I mean,
him.
compared to the last time when I was actually on the team, there was a little bit of a role shift in the jungle, but other than that, there's not really that much of a change in positions.
Right.
Donnie's still in mid, Light is still in top. We got we obviously got Jack in bot lane and Brandon in support.
Right.
When it comes to their champion picks, I think it's being a little bit more diverse, mostly due to the fact that maybe their mains get nerfed or whatever.
Right, yeah, if you get your main nerfed enough, you have to compensate somehow. There's been a lot of nerfs going around nowadays in certain champions that is just forcing you to change. Fortunately, all of the nerfs are against champions I don't play, and buffs are all for the champions I do, so hooray for me. But it's not happening the same way for everyone.
Day 652, waiting for Tom Kent's changes to revert.
Yeah, or I guess day 1000 of can they release another Mundo skin?
Well, they are. They just did.
They did?
A month ago. The Street Demons.
Really? I didn't know that they released a new skin for him. Wow, so the wait has finally ended. They actually added another skin for Mundo. Congratulations, everyone. This is amazing. Hold on, let me see. Really? Mundo. Where are you? Oh, TPA Mundo. In
Street Demons. It's just Street Demons. That's the only new skin.
So he's gotten one new skin after about a year wait, so...
He only has 7 skins.
Yeah.
Oh, no, okay. He has more than that. You own some. Never mind.
Oh, that's true. No, I don't know if I own any. Do I own any?
We're going... This tangent is wild. That is champions, my friend.
No, I do not, unfortunately.
Someone are available. Got it.
Yeah, and
that makes more sense.
And unfortunately, I haven't bought Corporate Mundo, so I can't buy any skins until then. So
we're totally not buying time or anything.
Yeah, we're still waiting for the invite. I think they're still setting the server up. I want to make sure. I will check in with them. Hopefully, but yeah.
I never actually finished the recap. We just went on a massive tangent. For game 2 of RPI, it was less choked by RPI's top laner, and in both games, USA actually managed to stay ahead of Dragons, keeping the first 2 Dragons, which probably managed them to trade more often and gave us the 2-0 win.
Okay. Yeah, that's good. That's definitely... I think the objectives especially are much more fun than some players will make it out to be. You really have to focus those objectives. Those bonuses are not negligible. I mean, if you, for instance, got 4 Mountain Drakes, that's 20% increased magic resistance and armor. Ornn gets 10% increased magic resistance armor, I think, just as a passive, right? You're getting double Ornn's passive, basically, if you got 4 Mountain Drakes. If you get 4 Fire Drakes, that's going to be I think it's 6% per or 5%, something like that. 20% increased damage. Unbelievable damage buff, right? I think the best buff in ARAM or something is probably at maximum 20% damage buff, usually 10%, right? So if you can get a lot of the Drakes, you can really turn a game around completely, even if you're behind, right? Of course, being behind makes it a little harder to get all 4 Drakes, but now it looks like the news we're getting is the Commonwealth is delaying. Not sure what's exactly going on. We're still kind of on hold at the moment.
It happens to the best of us. We can take our time.
Yeah,
we'll just have to stall. Well, there actually is a topic I want to talk about.
Oh, cool.
If Arena actually ever becomes a permanent game mode, do you think there will be a competitive mixture on that?
Arena.
Like TFT?
Okay, so first, Arena, do you mean I haven't played Arena before. Which
Oh man,
yeah,
Arena, the 2v2 v2v2
oh,
game
that's
mode.
game mode.
Where...
Yes. So that one definitely could become competitive. Though I will say, see, here's what. There's a little background on ARAM. When ARAM was originally released, there was it was very unbalanced, and for obvious reasons, it's a completely different map, right? So there's gonna be a lot of champions that are just broken on it, right? In general, and
Right.
it wasn't meant to be a permanent game mode, but it was so popular that Riot decided, okay, we'll make it permanent, but if we're going to make it permanent, we have to make some changes, right? We have to buff certain champions on ARAM and nerf others. And so if you go into an ARAM game, for instance, right, if you look down, you'll see that you're affected by a status effect, and this may or may not change.
I forgot what it's called.
It's a auto balancing feature or something like that.
Yeah,
but it basically will be something on your specific champion that says this champion in ARAM has 10% increased damage and takes 10% less damage, or they'll say something like they get 40% increased healing, which is Tryndamere, believe it or not, he gets 40% increased healing. I think like 10%.
Why?
10%. Oh yeah, and 10% increased damage and 10% less damage taken, I believe. So he's like mega buffed. But other ones will be like mega nerfed because they're just too broken, right? I think Fiddlesticks is a little bit nerfed for obvious reasons. But what I'm basically saying with this is that there were balancing issues with Arena. People would pick these ridiculous strats that were unbeatable, right?
Heimerdinger Shaco.
Yeah, like stuff like that. They would just blow things up, or they would have a build like a set or something, go max HP, all nothing but max HP, and he could use his W with no charge and one shot people with that, which is not.
I'm one of the people who at Night Harvester Shyvana. That was really fun.
My point basically is that with Arena, if it's gonna be a permanent game mode, it has to be nerfed.
It has to be bad.
There has to be nerfs and buffs to certain champions, right? They have to do the same.
If I were in charge of Arena and I were in charge of bouncing, honestly, I would do what they do with ARAM and do the bounce changes like that. But not alongside that, I would honestly add a unique animation for each champions. Like, for example, maybe one from each class. Like a support has a... Like, you know how the champions come in and interrupt the fight between the two of them, right? Like, every arena has their unique passive. That way, it's not completely unfair on one arena for one champion and etc.
Yeah, that's exactly what I would say as well.
Oh, another thing. Nefiri was not fun. And Shaco. So, those hazards were not fun.
Says NACE does not require it. Wondering whether or not, okay, so how this draft is going to go, because this might be a little different than what we are used to, because usually the draft we do in a browser, and they'll send us the link.
Oh, so we're actually doing it in the client?
Well, if we do it in the client, I'm not sure exactly what to do. I could try to fix the window, but I'm going to be having to, like, YOLO this right now.
Well, do your best, because I can't control it.
Because, shoot.
Just tell them to stall. If we can't get it done within like the next 2 minutes, we can.
I could just share screen right now, and it'll work, right?
Yeah, that's true.
But like,
I mean, it would be iffy, but yeah, it would work. If you can't get audio, you can't get audio. It's not a big deal. Like, it's just a draft. We're used to not having audio in draft anyway.
Yeah, I mean, I have it right here already, but let me add this. Let me see.
Yeah, let's make sure we don't show the wrong thing before it goes in.
Oh, cool! I can actually.
Oh yeah! Oh wow! It's just that simple, huh?
It's ready.
Yep. There you go. It done.
We don't have all champs. Get Xbox Game Pass.
Okay.
I mean, that's only if we have to do this, though. I can always the browser, if the browser one works, if they're gonna do draft lol, then we'll do that.
I'm sure it'll be fine.
Okay, it looks like they are gonna make the link for that, so I don't need this, but in case we needed it for future reference.
Dang.
Yeah. So, as soon as I get that in, we'll be ready.
Oh, that was good.
I thought it would be a little bit more difficult than that, but it's like, oh, no, that's pretty easy. Just window capture.
Just window capture. It sounds like you don't use OBS that much.
I used to use it a lot when I was streaming last semester, but it's been a minute. All right, they're making the draft right now, so we're about to get into that. I did not mean to open Unity. I've done it again.
Oh no.
Not
You're
Unity.
making in this stream, I'm gonna be making a game while casting for League. Oh, that looks yeah. Yeah, that looks fun. I'm sure that's fine. Why are you allowing access for Unity? We're not using it.
But because it asked, okay. Okay, I'm trying to get out of Unity. I don't want it open. Please go away, Unity. You'll be used another day sometime arbitrarily in the future.
Alright, we got... Okay, is VCU the actual team we're against?
Okay, let me transition. Hello? Hello?
Oh my god. Something is going on.
Which one are they? They gave us 2 links. Why?
I
don't know what's going on, boys.
Hang on.
This is something. They gave us 2 links.
Let me... Here, go back to the... Okay, we're gonna... We might...
Give us a moment while we are trying to fix.
Yeah, we are.
Trying to fix something. Oh, it's working.
Oh, okay. Okay, I get it now.
Hello?
Transition back. Okay. Transition back.
You get it now?
Yeah, I think so.
Oh, it's working here now. Maybe.
You haven't transitioned it yet. But maybe it'll work. Try it.
Hello? 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 It is working now. Speak. You're working, but okay, I'm working. It's not showing up here. Yeah, technical difficulties. It kind of happens the first day. I thought I had checked everything. Let's see. Remove. Hello. There we go. Yeah. Advance. If I transition twice, it might work.
Okay, let's see what... Oh. Oh, no.
This is weird. Yeah, I'm not 100%. This thing, yeah. See, I said this one, right? Now speak.
There we go.
I don't get it. I changed that.
Turn me down. Turn me down.
Yeah, I was gonna say, okay. Apologies, everybody. We had some technical difficulties. Good news is they haven't started the draft quite yet, so I think.
Man, we really just removed a bunch of stuff from OBS. That's not good.
Yeah, we should be good though. Okay, so they haven't started yet.
Maybe I should help manage OBS.
I don't think...
Anyways, we're against VCU, right? That's not a typo.
Oh.
Hmm.
It looks like Commonwealth might be forfeiting.
Oh, well.
Their 5th is not here, so they can't play.
Well, we have all the time in the world, I'm pretty sure. So, unless none of them have time, I can understand that. College is college.
Well, I'm not quite sure. I want to get a confirmation on this, just to be sure, but they said that they got a FF. If they have to do we can reschedule the stream. I'll just put it in the waiting room for the next hour or something. If it's just the first game, but it might be all of it unless their 5th is just. If their 5th is running late, then
yeah, we can wait. That's not a big deal.
We'll put it in the waiting room and we'll just we'll wait a little bit. They have to forfeit the whole series by the looks of it.
Oh. And.
Well, it happens. Okay, well, we're still...
Well, we're honorable. I'm sure we can reschedule the game. That's not a big deal. But if we want to take the 2-0 win, I mean, I wouldn't blame them. Oh, wait, yeah, we can wait. Hell.
Okay, so it looks like they were just going to be a little delayed. Their 5th is running late. So we're going to put it in the waiting room, and we'll see you guys at 6:30. All right.
Yep.
everybody. Looks like the draft has begun. It is starting with VCU starting.
Yep. After a lot of technical difficulties, we're definitely going to get started.
Yep. Okay, so it looks like Nefiri to start the banning. I don't know if she's been a problem recently.
Okay, Briar immediately. Yeah, fair enough.
Really though? I mean, she hasn't been buffed recently, has she?
It's a noob killer. It's a noob killer for sure.
That's true, but I don't know if
not to say people here are noobs. I'm just saying it's hard to deal with sometimes.
Sometimes,
it's
yeah, but I feel like you really need to know how to play her, right? So I don't know. I guess it feels a little bit iffy banning her. You don't know if it.
Kane got banned. Kane got banned. Rakan got banned. Kane is not a surprise. Probably because I hate Kane.
I definitely can understand Rakan kind of messes. It's just too aggressive, and I've noticed that I don't. This is trying to dig into my brain a little bit on past games, but USA tends to play a little bit more protective style, I believe, in which they try to just protect their allies, keep everybody alive, and have an ADC pop off, right? And
like an Iron Phalanx.
Yeah, kind of like that. But Rakan makes that a problem, right?
Okay, Diana and Kai'Sa.
Like Briar makes that a problem, but yeah.
Diana, understandable. Kai'Sa, understandable to me, but probably not to others.
Well, she can really become a problem to play against. If she gets fed early, especially, she becomes incredibly difficult to beat. Especially because I've played her before and gotten items like Ginsu's, or like I'll go Kraken Slayer into Ginsu's real early. That's just destructive as crap. Oh, Zaya!
So they ban the husband, but they take the wife. Got it.
So I actually...
as predicted, there's Jinx.
So I'm definitely going to be able to say a lot about Zaya, because she is my main, right? I have about 350k points on her. Probably 3 times as many as I have on any other champion. So she's definitely a problem in this patch. I'd say very aggressive and annoying, but Jinx as well has been receiving some buffs, and along with Lux, Jinx can really become a problem early on.
Zaya's gameplay-wise annoying, while Jinx lore-wise is annoying.
Yeah, well, depending on who you're playing, Jinx is also annoying in-game. Now,
oh, hey, look, it's Blitzcrank, the character that you said you do not like.
Yes, so I don't like Blitzcrank for a number of reasons. The first one is the hook, right? The second reason is the hook, and I'd say the third reason is probably also the hook. So I hate the hook, right?
But you hate it against you and with you, because if you miss it, you're done. If you get hit, you're also done.
Yeah, that's with me. I like it with me, right? I just don't like to play against it. I love it when it's on my team, because then I can play Zaya or something and just, get an easy pull. But in this lineup, though, that's an aggressive bot lane against USA. Very aggressive. And also with Vi, at Vi level 6 is going to be a real problem. Fortunately, Rammus on USA side...
Well, yeah, that'll do it.
Rammus will definitely counteract. And like I said before, kind of protecting kind of Phalanx type of team, right? Rammus is going to nullify a lot of ganks from somebody like Vi, because Rammus is Rammus. And then they just have Jinx and Lux, which are not as tanky. You don't have an aggressive support, more than a Chanter support, right? Being played.
Good. I was gonna say, my all-seeing eye predicts that USA is gonna ban mages, and there it is, Talia.
Yeah, definitely ban Talia. So Talia's not. I could imagine why that banning Talia, but then again, I can only imagine Talia being played jungle most of the time, maybe mid occasionally, but I guess it's a reasonable ban. Okay, so that's a Galio ban.
This is a little technical difficulty. I'm just now realizing you're echoing off from my mic. That is funny. Anyways, I fixed that.
Okay.
Galio got banned. I'm not really sure why they would ban Galio. I guess if they're scared of Galio mid, I can understand, but I don't think that's going to be picked in this game when they already have Rammus.
Yeah, it could be, but I agree. It feels a little bit weird. So Fiora. Definitely banning Fiora.
Fiora's understandable from the last series. Yeah, Fiora split the hell out of him.
Seeing that, I'm definitely thinking, yeah, I could definitely understand Fiora.
Battery 10%.
Lysandra, that was a fast Lysandra ban. I don't know if you saw that or not.
Well, my headsets are about to kill themselves. So.
Alright, let's see what we pick.
But
Oh, Syndra.
Syndra, that's a pretty good pick. I'd say
Very good pick.
very good, solid pick. She got. I think she's been. I don't
Good for
know.
disrupting Xayah.
Definitely for disrupting Xayah, it's gonna be. But although I think Xayah does counter Syndra to a degree because once she does have the disable off, Xayah can basically dodge Syndra's entire ulti, right?
If
So
Syndra is able to position herself correctly in team fights, if Xayah ults, Syndra can time her E to misposition her Xayah's E.
yeah,
And
Victor.
Victor gets picked. That's actually a really good pick for Vi and Blitzcrank. Secure them, and Victor can put the cage on him. That's actually a really good pick.
Yeah, and Victor's also going to scale really well. So if they, with such an aggressive lineup like Vi and Blitzcrank, they're going to be able to give Victor some space to get a lot more farm.
I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna wait for my analysis until all characters are picked, but I do have my ideas. Shen. Interesting.
You can see the aggression on their team, right? I mean, it's really just going for dive, and also let's support the Victor.
The only problem with this team is that the only people who can technically kill Rammus is Victor. So if Victor gets killed, good luck.
Yeah, you're not gonna be able to do much against. Yeah, because with what they've got right now, it's gonna be very.
Yes, Trundle.
Trundle. Okay. So, all right. So, what are we thinking with this draft? I'll leave the draft up so we can analyze.
Yes, as long as your league client isn't in the way.
Yeah. Okay, I will move
it. First things first, the Rammus is going to be a big problem for both Shen and Xayah.
That's also what I was thinking. Rammus, I've always kind of considered one of the best gankers, just because he just runs at you. That's his whole thing, right? What are you gonna do? You can't really. I guess you could hide in creeps, but then he's always gonna land his taunt. And so with the Rammus coming in, and then I assume this is a Trundle. Ooh, actually,
top.
Trundle top, yeah. With Trundle coming in as well, the taunt comes in on a Shen. That's basically Trundle getting a free bite and some hits off before Shen uses shield. Shen could reasonably get away from that, considering because Rammus doesn't really have another disable once he's used those. But at the same time, I think the biggest thing is that Rammus and Trundle against the bot lane Xayah is going to require either Xayah to flash or something like that, or it's going to not the Trundle against the Xayah. My bad. I mean the Rammus coming in with that much disable in the bot lane like Lux and Jinx, Xayah is going to be forced into an ulti, right?
Don't. So here's my analysis for both teams. Here's their best case scenarios. For BCU, Blitzcrank or Vi has to be the engage. Shen is going to be the secondary engage once they. So if Vi goes in and Shen manages to time the ult, they can get a perma CC on at least one person, preferably either the Jinx or maybe the Syndra. If they pull that off, then Xayah can come in and get her feathers down. And if someone tries to go for her, that's when her ult gets off and shreds everyone.
Right.
For US, and Victor can also put the cage down on Vi's ult. For USA side, Rammus has to be the engage. Has to be the engage, and once Rammus is able to get a taunt off, Trundle can block off the rest of the teammates with his pillar and single them off. That would be a good pick play. If things go wrong and someone tries to go in on all of them, Syndra can E them away and Lux can do a QER. And then Jinx, obviously, her ult and whatever she can do to secure kills.
Late game wise, what I'm thinking is going to happen is that it's going to come down to Syndra and Jinx on USA's team, because those are going to, of course, be the highest damage. You're going to have some damage from Lux, and even Trundle's going to be, he's going to be a bruiser to a degree in the late game. But it's really going to come down to Jinx and Syndra as the highest DPS on their team. And what I'm seeing is that if Blitzcrank catches one of them, then that person's just dead unless they can somehow get out of there with, like, I guess a Flash Gale Force or something like that. But then if Vi follows up, that's going to be guaranteed death for one of them, right? So I think this is somewhat coming down to, can Blitzcrank and Vi combo together to kill off one of the enemy team's players, to kill Jinx or Syndra, guaranteed, right? And if they can do that, I think USA is going to fall apart in team fights. But if USA can keep that from happening, the Jinx is eventually going to become a very serious problem for them to deal with, even more so than Xayah. I'd say it's kind of debatable sometimes, but I think Jinx ultimately carries a little harder than Xayah. So I think it really comes down to the Blitzcrank and Vi landing a hook on Jinx and or Syndra, and that could make the difference in a team fight, and afterwards, of course, an objective. Okay, so I think you're muted, by the way.
Hello.
Hello.
Sorry, I had to go somewhere.
Right.
Did I miss anything?
Yes, you missed everything I just said.
Awesome.
Well, at least I guess the audience heard it, so.
Yeah, the audience heard. That's what's important.
To summarize, though, what I was essentially saying, it comes down to Blitzcrank and Vi landing a hook and a combo on Jinx and Syndra, and, if they can get that done, then USA will fall apart in a team fight. But if USA
the one flaw I can see in VC, I'm trying to be unbiased, but the one flaw I see about VCU's team is Blitzcrank. If they manage to miscommunicate, Blitzcrank can hook someone and Shen can miss his E and Vi can miss her Q, etc.
It kind of comes down to communication to a degree.
It comes down to communication. When it comes to USA's team, it's more straightforward because once they get one down, they can combo chain, etc.
Yeah, exactly. With the Jinx is going, get excited.
So if I were VCU's Blitzcrank, I wouldn't start with the hook. I would start with the E once they're engaging. That way you could get in front of him and queue him so he doesn't go too far off.
Yeah, if he's able to get that close. Though they do have some peel with Rammus and Trundle, so it might be hard for Blitzcrank to get that close, right?
It's going to be an interesting match for sure.
Definitely an interesting match. All right.
And now we must wait 3 minutes for spectator delay. Let's go.
Let's go. Okay, so in terms of these picks, though, I think the main thing is to watch out for. I guess we got somehow pass the time here. I was gonna put. I would put in the waiting room, but I feel like we should say something about before the game starts. So, let's see. USA's on the red side. Okay. So, in general, though, I think with this team, I think with USA especially, I'm leaning towards them winning if they can hold out. I feel like VCU has such an aggressive lineup with what they're playing that USA has to play it safe early on. And if they don't, that's going to be a serious problem later.
Agreed.
Now, I also think... But I think... Initially, I would lean towards VCU having a better start.
They have good engage for sure.
Yeah, I think they have a better start, but at least with the jungle, though, I feel like Rammus is going to be better than Vi, right?
Just because he's fast.
He's fast, and he's, built for playing against physical damage, right? So it's in the jungle, she's going to have to just play safe against him. Vi's not going to take on Rammus, right? Until she
I mean, Vi does have a little bit of armor penetration, so she can at least put up a fight.
She can put up a fight.
In the long run and late game, she's probably not going to be him. But in early game, she might have a chance. I say might.
Well, even with the armor reduct, that means attacking him, right? And I feel like he's going to be able to deal enough damage against her that it's going to be...
Honestly,
it's kind of close.
Honestly, if I were Vi, I would start getting her mythic, and then immediately after go MR item, maybe force some nature to reduce Rammus's damage. Because all of Rammus's reduction damage is magic damage, along with Syndra and Lux.
Right, that actually would work really well, but then you also have to deal with Trundle and Jinx, and if Jinx pops off early, then that might end up being a wasted slot just to buy that, because then the real threat is, Jinx, right? But I think the idea, though, is to try to keep Jinx at bay against this Blitzcrank Xayah, though I will say this about Blitzcrank Xayah. It is the most painful lane to play against. I say this as I've been a person who's played in it, as a person, as Xayah and being supported by Blitzcrank. It is deadly, right? You really don't want to mess with that because, of course, you get the hook and the knockup. It's such an easy setup for Xayah, right? Very easy setup for her to be able to pull feathers and just do whatever she wants at that point.
I don't want to jinx or anything, but I'll be really surprised if USA actually goes for an invade because Blitzcrank can just do it all.
I see what you did there. You said you don't want to jinx it. I get it now.
Yeah, we're gonna jinx it. That's the idea. We must have it interesting.
Okay. It looks looks like we are just about to start.
Mm-hmm. It's okay. It'll kick us out of the game.
There's usually a glitch with this sometimes. I don't know what it is, and I don't know if League has decided to fix it yet. There we go.
There we go.
We'll transition once we get in. But yeah, it is about to start now.
Blitz and Crank. Let's go.
Blitz and Crank.
Check the stream real quick.
Yep.
If you don't mind.
Do you think the stream is... It's just in here right now.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Really taking its time loading.
Yeah, it takes a while sometimes. Don't forget to get rid of time control so we don't get spoiled. Spoiled.
Yeah. Spoiled.
Oh, well, I guess you can hear my typing, huh?
Yeah, everyone.
I forgot I have a new keyboard. My bad.
The keyboard eats souls.
Actually, hold up.
Okay, so it is.
Okay, let's try. Okay, I probably sound worse, but no, you can't hear it anymore. Awesome.
And we are in.
Yes, we are. Can you hear me first of all?
I can hear you. Yes.
Oh, yay! Awesome.
All right, so I always just leave this at direct. Okay.
I'm gonna.
So it looks like we're in. Looks like at the moment they are just sort of 5-manning both teams. This is typical of every esports game ever. And they are going to try to do a cheese. Okay, so USA is trying to cheese right now for 5-man. We might see a level 1 moment here because they are invading on VCU's side.
Don't forget to zoom out. It's, yep, there you go. Good job.
Don't always want to be zoomed out too much, but, you know.
Yeah. Oh, well.
Okay, so...
Just a lovely stroll in the jungle. No big deal.
So they all...
Wait, did they not see him at all? Oh, I see.
So apparently not. And it looks like they're going to just go to their lanes.
Mission failed. We'll get them next time.
But
That's fine, though.
VCU does have a ward on this, so they can see him there.
And looks like VCU bot lane is rushing it instead of actually helping camps. Makes sense. They want to get the upper hand.
Well, I mean, it was leashed in top lane for Vi.
Yeah, that's true. But you can always conceal it by just faking it.
So this looks like, yeah, this is pretty bad initially, but for South, use the leash. But the hook lands.
Well, that's a flash and a barrier.
Flash and barrier out. So
and a Master 7 sigil, apparently.
Yeah, so I did say that this was going to be a pretty hard lane for USA. I believe I did.
Yeah, that was just a really good hook. I don't blame Lux at all for that.
Yeah.
Oh, Trundle getting taunted by Shen, and then Trundle just puts the damage all the way back.
Wow.
Because he's able to. Yep, that's just Trundle.
Wow. The lethal tempo really makes a difference.
And that's the second time. Oh no.
Gonna go to VCU.
Yeah, Lux is Lux looked at the ceiling and saw Gullible on it.
Yeah, so that definitely not a great start for USA, especially kill's gonna go to Xayah.
Yep. Blitzcrank. Yeah, Blitzcrank's really good. The best way to counter Blitzcrank is to get behind minions. Do not rush your wave. If you rush your wave, then minions will not be on your side. That's really the only way to combat Blitzcrank. If you rush the CS, then Blitzcrank will be able to have an upper hand.
Yeah. I main thing, yeah, right here, because they're now Blitzcrank's able to play somewhat aggressively here. Although Lux is posturing.
Lux is getting really aggressive. That's a little bit scary.
Lux is staying behind the creeps, minions.
Yep. Yeah, but one auto from Zaya in Blitzcrank communication, and she can go bye-bye again. Uh-oh, here we go.
And it dodges.
Managed to dodge it this time and counter him. Blitzcrank is going to get killed here. There goes the heal. Zaya's trying to defend. Blitzcrank is going in, trying to help. Kill goes to Sir.
Right around.
Oh, the juggler's here as well. I didn't even see her.
It's the Viking coming in at the last second, but it does look like Jinx is going to have the upper hand.
1-for-1 going to both ADCs. Best case scenario for USA, and
actually,
really good for VCU.
That actually went to Vi, I believe. Did no mana on Victor.
Oh, really? It went to Vi, then that's a really good. That's decent, then. Good stun. Very good taunt.
Victor
but
has no
Syndra's in
mana.
very dangerous territory. Here comes the Blitzcrank. The directed camera is going to mess up the Sane.
Well, nothing. It doesn't look like much happens there.
Yeah, it looks like Blitzcrank was just showing, hey,
Yeah.
get off my mid laner.
So it looks like Blitzcrank is going to come back.
Mm-hmm. Great. TP goes to Syndra, just to keep up with farm.
It looks like, I think, yeah, so Victor also went teleport, so that'd be on. Looks like the mid lane is going to be a little bit past the farm. Jinx gets hit.
Yep. Jinx gets hit. She's able to desperately get away. Rambus is here, misses the hit.
Flash comes through on Zaya, so it misses.
Blitzcrank is
Blitzcrank is going to die.
Blitzcrank is messing around and finding out. Ignite goes on Jinx. Jinx might be dead. Oh, she barely lives. How much HP is she at?
Let's see that. I'm going to go see manually. Is that for 6 health?
No, go back. Go back 15 seconds. I need to know exactly how much. I think it was 1 HP.
I think it might have been 1 HP. I don't want to mess with the time controls. I won't figure out how to get back.
It's backspace to go back 15 seconds.
Really? Oh, that didn't work for me.
That's whatever. It's not a big deal. We know it was close.
It was pretty close to 1 health there.
Pretty sure it was 1 health.
It might have been a 1 HP moment. We can look at that back in the future. It actually, yeah.
I'm sure we can get Jack to tell us after the game.
1 HP moment. Wow.
1 HP moment for sure. Good. Yeah, Blitzcrank is getting hyper aggressive. He might have got overconfident with getting the engage in. I don't think the Zaya was ready at all.
And that's what I will say. Once Blitzcrank has done his engage, it's not a really high damage. So you have sort of Blitzcrank with disable and control versus two people in bot lane, Lux and Jinx, that both have pretty decent damage, right? So damage-wise, they have the advantage. USA has the advantage, right? But of course, if one of them gets hooked out, it could be a serious problem, right?
It could be a serious problem. As I play Rel a lot, and one thing about Rel's new rework is that she goes really fast, especially if you go move roots. One thing I have learned over the time of maining Rel is that if you go too fast, your team is not going to be there for you. And I think that's exactly what happened with Blitzcrank. He got caught out twice because Zaya was not ready. He went too far in too fast.
Yeah, part of playing a champion that is able to go fast and engage quickly is you also have to be ready for your team to be able to engage with you, because if they're not as fast, you're going to just be there doing nothing, right? I mean, the most amazing rel ult in the world will mean absolutely nothing if your team is just missing, right?
You have to call me out like that, man.
I've seen it happen before, though.
It was probably me.
Seen it. Well, actually, our friend Leo, who plays with us, he also actually plays a lot of rel as well.
Rel 1v1, ARAM.
Yeah, and ARAM rel is really something.
For sure. Because all that armor stealing, she can get all 5 at once because there's no other lanes to go to.
Yep. Okay.
Oh, Blitzcrank's going for an engage. This looks like an easy engage. Yep, there goes the Lux.
Shield and the flash.
But it looks like she's able to get away. Jinx is able. Viol comes in. Heal comes off. I don't think it matters. ADC trade, but Lux is not done yet. Rambus is though.
I believe that Shen's ulti got canceled there by the Trundle.
Yeah, Shen by the pillar, the Trundle pillar. That was really good. It looks like Trundle had to waste ult as well to try to burst him off.
Wow.
Very good on the top lane. resulted in a 1-to-1 trade. So good job on USA's top lane.
Yep.
And also good job to Shen for keeping someone alive with ult.
Yeah, he definitely got him primed there. Jinx is a little behind on CS, but overall doing pretty good.
Let's take a look at the runes for a minute. I just realized Syndra went first strike. I'm surprised she did against Victor.
Yeah.
Actually, Victor, I'd say the same thing. What?
Yeah. So that's why I said about the mid lane, it's not going to be the most interesting lane. It looks like they're just going to be kind of like harassing.
Farming.
Yeah, farming and harassing each other, just like this. There's not much damage coming out here, but like, you know, there was.
If Victor continues this, he might actually get one shot by Syndra ult.
Yeah, that's true. They both have the ultis up, so I think it's kind of debatable. But Victor does have a level up, so he's able to posture aggressively, keeping her off that.
That is true. So far, it's really even. This is probably the closest match I've seen, and I say that because I've seen the other two.
Yeah. So right now they're very even, though, in the mid lane. And the direct camera only likes Victor, so,
it's a mid laner. It's fine.
Yeah.
If you want to, I mean, it would be hard to change back. If you want to manually check it through, it's, I believe it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and QWERT.
I like to let the directed camera do the work because I don't know if I'm a good judge of when things are going on and I don't want to miss something. If something happens, the game is going to know when it happens. Okay, dive from Trundle. It might die here.
Might die here. Oh!
And he actually
my God!
With the heal!
Whoa!
That was so close!
And USA gets Dragon too, without even being noticed by the... Oh wait, no, that's not USA, sorry. VCU got the Dragon.
So yeah,
sorry.
VCU gets the Dragon, but Trundle does get the kill in top lane. The deficit right now is not too bad. It's only about 100 gold deficit. 300 gold.
Oh, here comes the TP. Will Trundle be able to get away?
So he's going
oh, he's greeting! He's greeting!
He's greeting and it's gonna pay for it.
Oh no, that was really good on Trundle though. He played his time. It showed his Shen. He almost managed to kill him. Tried to use the minions to deplete his health a little bit. Let's see, okay. Let's see what's going on. It's a 3-1 on the Jinx. That's the most fed person. We got a 1-1 on Trundle, so
actually,
basically people... Go ahead.
I'd say Xayah is the most fed. Xayah is a kill behind, but here's what I learned from a challenger player. They said this, 15 CS is worth a kill, right? Xayah, 15 CS is worth 1 kill, right? Oh, hold on, before we talk about that, there's a lot of teleports coming out. Looks like huge fight.
Whoa, what is going on?
Victor is going to be targeted. The Shen ult comes out.
Shen ult comes out. It's a reversal!
Huge ulti from the Vi, and it looks like they're going to all go down.
Oh my god, that was well played.
Devastating loss.
Dude, it went left to right, I think like 5 times.
Wow. That was a good comeback from VCU.
I don't think it was a comeback. I think it was a comeback for USA, but then VCU came back in. Yeah. Oh, well, they're ooh, Xayah coming in for the save.
So what I was going to say, though, is that a pro said that 15 CS is worth about 1 kill. I mean, each one's worth them. And so, if you are, because each one's 20 gold, so 15 CS is 300 gold, that's about a kill. Unless you're shutting down someone, right? So, in that case, right now, Xayah's about 30 CS up, give or take about 5, right? That puts her at 2 kills higher than in terms of gold. So right now, she might as well be 4 kills versus 3 kills on Jinx, right? So she's actually a kill above. Plus, if you look at items, Jinx has not actually gotten to her first item yet. Xayah has boots, completed boots, and the Kraken Slayer, right?
This is definitely going to be a challenge for USA.
Yeah.
VCU is currently ahead. The Vi and Xayah are really good.
Yeah.
Shen, you just press 1 button. No offense.
Yeah. Yeah. So yeah, this is a 1.6k gold deficit right now. USA behind, but I've seen huge gold deficits swing pretty fast.
Shen, not Shen. Victor is starting to get a little bit tanky. I wonder if he actually went a, it's either a refillable pot or something else. Lux is starting to roam more, probably to let Jinx get solo levels, since she is a slight behind. Trundle is getting engaged by Shen, but he's able to reverse it, basically depleting Shen's health completely. Trundle ain't messing around. The hook comes out on Jinx, and I think that's just good bye-bye for Jinx. Very unfortunate. Meanwhile, Victor and Vi are going for mid-turret, while 3 people are coming in. It looks like they're gonna go for him. And there goes the buy. Shutdown for Syndra. Very good. They give it to Syndra. But unfortunately, the turret plating also goes to VCU, thanks to the Rift Herald.
So it looks like, yeah, it looks like the Rammus not going to be able to do too much here. Ganking.
Well, he did very good for taunting the buy. He gave the shutdown to Syndra.
That's good. Definitely good for to get that for Syndra, because Syndra's going to want to be available later on. So it looks like it's going for an all-in, possibly. Syndra.
Victor. Oh, there's a pause.
There is a pause in the game. So Jinx.
Wow, what a great time to pause. Okay.
Right on here. Lagging apparently. Okay, can't be doing that in the middle of a fight, man. I apparently cannot change where we're looking.
No, you can't do that during a pause.
I mean, sure, but like, we're just spectating. I feel like we would be able to do
that. League client. It's wonderful.
Really strict rules, I guess. It is what it is.
It's an indie company after all.
Yeah, right at the indie company.
Alright, looks like we're coming back in. That was really now if this is a strategic pause to have Syndra lose, I'm gonna be really mad.
Well, Victor has no mana right now. I don't think
Victor has no mana.
He can't win this, can he?
Also, we're still paused. That's
what?
That's not. Are we stuck?
No.
I think we're. Hang on, give it. No, we're not stuck. Okay, good.
So Victor. Okay. I feel like Syndra could have finished that. Victor has no mana. He can't play.
Yeah, Shield's probably on cooldown, most likely.
Hold on. I have a player texting me about playing League. Need to go ahead and tell him that. He's like, yo, let's play. I need to tell him, no, I am streaming.
You should probably turn off notifications. I'm sure that's a possibility, right?
I don't know how to do that.
We'll worry about that for game 2.
Yeah. So, nothing too much.
Anyways, where we left off, that pause completely set me off. Let's see. Syndra managed to get away from Victor. Shutdown went on Vi for Syndra, so now she's actually in the game. She went Liandry's along with Victor. I guess that's to counter the tanks. That makes sense.
This Vi is very fed right now. Definitely 4-1 is going to make this pretty hard for them. Already has
Though Trundle, all he has to do is press R and Vi is basically a stick.
And with the stick, Lux tries to steal it, but not quite.
No dice. Trundle is proxying. I've seen our USA's top laner proxy a bunch of times. I remember against SBU, the game was so ahead that he was able to proxy within their own base.
Yeah, I mean, right now he is somewhat. Well, I think it's almost even in top lane. They have pretty similar items, but
well, yeah, the assist. That's true.
Trundle now has that advantage.
Oh, here comes Victor.
Victor is now coming.
And he just wasted ult. That is really unfortunate.
Yeah, so no disables to hold down the Trundle, so he's gonna get away. Teleport.
Victor TP's back mid. Victor played very well, disengaging the Trundle and going back to his lane for farm.
Looks like.
There's not really much for USA to go on right now, unless Rammus is able to get something here. Oh no, he's definitely gonna get something here.
Comes in with the ulti, Jinx is low. Nice.
Jinx manages to live. Oh, never mind.
Jinx is dead.
I mean,
there goes dead.
Yeah, Xayah still has ult, so that's the problem. Oh my god! It gets to. Well, it don't matter, but yeah, that was. Xayah's playing very well, and Blitzcrank still gets caught out.
So this Trundle is going to just absolutely.
Yeah, I don't know about that.
And he is it's
so close.
Let's check that health. That is Very low, probably around 100 when he was almost dead there.
Yep.
This is a huge deficit. I think it's 2.8k deficit.
Okay, Riot, it's been like 3 to 4 years. Why can we still not see the secondary runes on everyone's character?
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like there's a setting in here somewhere that I haven't figured out yet, so do that eventually. But it doesn't allow us to see it.
We'll just have to look at it in the loading screen, I guess.
Yeah, I'll just look at it. I'll take a picture in the loading screen. You can just look at it there.
Yeah, it's okay. We'll do it for next one. Not a big deal. It looks like VCU's engage strat is working very well, especially with... Never mind.
As you said this, Blitzcrank is getting killed.
I'm a jinx, I swear.
Yeah, their strategy is working, but it's still working very well.
It is working very well, but the Blitzcrank needs to learn when to engage and when not to.
Yeah,
he's getting really hyper-aggressive and getting caught out by Lux.
Yeah, he's getting pretty high. His aggression is giving them some kills, because, you know, if he gets hit by a root, he's basically going to die if they've got a follow-up.
I mean, I get why he didn't go movie boots, but I'm surprised he hasn't. If he's getting caught out that much, you would think he would go with speed boots. That way he's able to evade the attacks.
Yeah, that's what I would think. I guess the Mercury Treads are for... Well, I mean, there's disables on the team, a lot of disables. You have the Rammus, everyone except Trundle, basically.
Will Blitzcrank get caught out a second time?
Will Blitzcrank die another time?
If I were USA, I would try to get a pick on Xayah. That would be the best case scenario.
Definitely pick on Xayah. That's a 600 gold bounty right there if you can. But it's hard, right? With her ulti, she can dodge a disable right there. So what they have to do is they really have to all in her. If Lux can land a root on Xayah, that could mean death for them.
Yeah, and Blitzcrank could also get caught out. That would be death for them as well.
Yeah.
Here comes Rammus, coming in for the steal. Never mind.
Rammus might be dead.
Rammus is definitely dead.
And he's dead. Trundle is going to go on Xayah. Xayah's going to ulti. She's going to get out because of it. And 2 are now down on the USA side. They're not going to make it out. Jinx is getting hit by...
they managed to get away. Oh, no, it's not enough.
Not enough. 3 are down. The hook is flashed. Syndra will make it out alive.
It's flashed.
Yeah, that wasn't the right choice of words, but...
No, it's fine. I don't blame you. It's just funny. The hook is flashed. I mean, you're not wrong, but... Oh, that's good. Anyways,
it's just looking pretty bad for USA.
They had a chance, but it looks like Vaya was able to get that ult off.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, even with the flash, Jinx just got one-shotted.
Yeah. Jinx is just not able to do anything at this point. I feel like Jinx might have been... Well, I mean, I get the...
No, she scales. She'll eventually do well, but I don't think I would have gone Gale Force. I think I would have gone, like...
That's what I was going to say. I would have said something more like... I don't know, maybe...
I would have started Kraken Slayer, honestly.
It'd be more damage, but then again, it all depends.
Oh, there comes another ult. Oh, no, I'm pretty sure he's just... Yeah, Syndra's just gone. And he tried to get it.
That might have been a follow-up.
Sorry, I stopped talking because I wanted to see what happened.
Yeah, I think that could have been followed up.
Third Drake is going to go to VCU. They have been really on top of these. And there goes Lux ult.
I think Lux is trying to steal it there.
Yep.
Okay, so Trundle's still playing.
I think the play now is to let Trundle push. Maybe put on a hold breaker, as much as I hate that item.
Well, it looks like he might be going. That looks like...
Because Shen is not good. None of the team, with the exception of the ADC, obviously, none of the people in VCU are really good at split pushing. So, if Trundle's able to get the pressure in, the only thing they can do is defend. They can't split push back.
Yeah,
I mean, they can, but it's going to be slow.
Exactly. It's going to be kind of hard for VCU to do anything, especially with any of them. I guess Xayah could kind of, but Xayah should be in fights, right? So
yeah, Xayah should be in fights. So if there's a detective up, Xayah has to be there with how fed she is.
Exactly, yeah. So it's not... There is a lot of bounties up, I guess, but it's hard to get Xayah, right? And Xayah's already got her ulti up again, right? So that's going to be troublesome. Even if you hit the root and a taunt, gives Xayah even a 0.1 seconds to do ulti it. Well, there you go. Now you have to try.
Trundle's going to be able to get bot tower. I don't think they can even teleport there and defend it. If Shen tries to teleport here, he might be an idiot.
Yeah. Yeah, so they are going to lose bot tower. That misses. Just...
Blue team's turret has been destroyed.
Thread of a needle.
USA still has a chance. It's just...
They have to...
Blitzcrank has been playing a very risky game of getting caught and getting kills. It's been very interesting.
Yeah. Rift Herald
Victor's going against my predictions. Victor is actually split pushing. Rift Herald is going through mid for obvious reasons.
I suspect Victor is split pushing sort of in response. Very close to hitting Syndrome.
Very close. Vi just gets denied. Awesome. And Shen, well actually, I take that back. Shen can actually split push because he has ult. Shen doesn't have to be in the fight because he can always go there at any point of the time. Unless he gets interrupted by Trundle.
unless Trundle uses, yeah, the pillar. So it looks like they're trying to gank Vi at this point. Vi is completely surrounded, probably will get out with the blast code.
Oh, she'll get out for sure.
Yeah. Wasn't a risky position there, but it looks like it's paying off.
Yeah, but it buys all of USA's time for both Shen to split push and Xayah and Blitzcrank to get mid. So it was actually a really good play from them. They were too worried about shutdown, that cost them their tower. And Jinx is a little bit behind, so there's not really much she can do about it. It looks like they're going to go for Baron, though. I don't think anyone in USA is ready to combat this. It looks like they're just managing their ways. Trundle's coming in for the scout. Blitzcrank is way out of his league to try to face Trundle. Oh, Rammus is going in.
And it's been stolen.
Lux steals it, not Rammus, Lux!
Lux steals it, but after many attempts to steal objectives, Lux finally steals it. Wow.
How did she steal it from E? I couldn't. It wasn't ult.
Really?
Was it Q? Was it Q?
Might have been Q or E. I don't know, but she wasn't close enough for a right.
I don't know, man. They stole it. That's all that matters.
That they stole it. So that's a really good play. I was thinking to myself they're gonna go for the steal, but
Rammus, man, Rammus. Poor Rammus. He was ready.
He was ready to get the smite steal, and it just doesn't. But he got it low enough for Lux to steal it, though.
Yes, he did.
I believe Vi had a smite on cooldown, actually, during that.
Oh, I'm just realizing something. Our mid lane... Is our mid lane still Donnie, or is it someone else?
I'm not sure.
I noticed that Donnie's missing. I noticed that, but... I could have sworn he was either jungle or mid. Anyways, all coming in from Vi. Shen, they tried to stop him, but it's just Trundle. Trundle things.
Yeah, Trundle tried to kill Trundle, but good luck.
Trundle tried to kill Trundle.
Trundle. They tried to kill Trundle there, but it didn't work. Okay, they're going to
only would have immediate ult. Oh, very good.
Ult and flash. Xayah does get out.
She played that very well. That was actually the best way to do it.
Yeah, that was definitely
sure.
A good play,
it costs both ult and flash, but it keeps her shut down. Man, the last thing you need to do right now is to give them gold.
USA posturing towards the next Drake. They don't want to give up this soul quite yet.
Yeah, but they're going to be pushing mid as well. That's another problem. Blitzcrank's coming in to scout. Trundle is splitting top, which is fine because, you know.
Yeah.
It looks like they are going to manage to get Drake, but on the downside, mid turret looks like it's going to go away. Victor getting hit by 2 tower shots.
Wow, a lot of damage coming out from Syndrome.
Mid turret goes down.
Mid turret goes down. The Trundle is going to just go only for... I mean, with that Baron buff...
Trundle is splitting with Born. That is insane, but it looks like he will be going out right here.
Oh, wow.
Good try, though. Very good try.
Very close. They do get the Drake. So VCU does not get the soul quite yet.
Yeah, but wait, no, that's good. That's good. The towers are the things are targeting the minions. Oh, wait, is this the comeback? Is this possibly the comeback? Oh no, never mind.
Syndrome's gonna hit there, and it looks like Jinx is completely surrounded, and Lux is gonna get hit looks like they...
Shut down.
Wow.
Aced.
That's an ace coming in for VCU, and that might actually be the end of the game.
That might be the end of the game if they are able to push it right here.
A really very well played from VCU. USA with having a hard time to catch up. Hopefully in game 2 they can think of something to combat that. Though, if it were my personal choice, I think you should ban either Xayah or Vi.
Yeah.
Blitzcrank I don't think is the problem. Blitzcrank is... He's been getting caught out more than he's been doing plays.
Wow, Trundle's gonna go along the Shen.
Yep, shut down on Shen. Inhibitor's down, so that means VCU is at an advantage.
Looks like... So, they're still not going great for USA, but I will say the gold deficit has gone down quite a bit. It used to be around 5k, it's now only around 2k.
Yes, they're starting to catch up. I think it's mostly because of Baron.
The Baron definitely helped, but there is still a lot of problems to deal with.
Yes, indeed.
They still... Jinx is just... I don't think Jinx has been able to be effective in this game. Too
No.
much dive is making it very difficult. I think Kai'Sa would have been a better pick.
Blitzcrank is... okay.
Yeah.
Blitzcrank is messing around again. It looks like they're going to go for something here. Vi is Guardian Angel. That is an engage and a half. Lux got caught out. Destroyed. Jinx and Lux are down. It's over.
It looks like this absolute destruction against USA.
Yep, that's it.
That looks like it might be it. USA not able to come back here.
Very well played from VCU, like I said earlier.
Definitely very well played.
Trundle buying time. It looks like they just want to kill Trundle before they win. Xayah and... Victor coming in that flawless 5-0 game. Very well done.
Very well done.
And game 1 will go to VCU.
Game 1 going to VCU. Wow. Okay, so that's
Lux got caught out a lot of times.
Yeah, definitely got caught
same
out
for
a lot.
Blitzcrank. Both supports got caught out a lot of times.
Yeah, did not work in their favor so much. I think Jinx was just not... I don't say it's the worst pick. I just didn't think that it was able to do as much in this game against so much dive, right? Jinx just constantly getting hit by abilities and things like that. It's just... You really, with the Vi ult especially, once Vi got fed, Jinx basically is, nothing you can do at that point.
you just get singled out. That's all there is to it.
Yeah, you just get singled out, pretty much guaranteed. So you really can't do much at that point.
All right. Until the next draft starts, I think we will just take on a little bit of a break.
Yeah. So what we're gonna do? Well, I have to figure out how to increase the score apparently. But yeah. So it's
I'm sure you can edit it within the actual thing. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah. So 1-0 so far. It's gonna be a short break. We're gonna go to the waiting room for a minute, and we'll get on to the game soon. so we had to fix a few things just to make sure everything's working. The next draft is about to start soon. For that past game, I'd say best thing to say though is that I think USA was a little too tame in their draft to be playing against something so aggressive. I was
I didn't want to say it, but they're engaged. Their only engaged was Rammus, first of all. Like, yes, it's a good pick, but when you got people like Shen and Vi, I don't think Rammus can compete against two.
right.
One, maybe, but two,
And we kept seeing that happen multiple times where they would get very close to killing somebody. Then, of course, Shen ult just comes out. And it doesn't even matter if Shen ends up actually being there. The shield is enough, right?
Rammus was never able to engage because of both Shen and Vi safeguarding him.
Yeah, and Xayah as a pick, I guess I used to underestimate it when I just first started playing Xayah, but the ulti really can make or break a game, right?
Yes.
But Xayah's ulti is a free, you're untargetable for a second. It's not
like people complain about Xayah ult taking so long. That's literally the beauty of it. You get that stasis for like 1.5 seconds before you can engage.
Yeah, and you can set up for an ulti afterwards. So it really is. You can set up in just the way you want, and I'll actually use that a lot as Xayah. You'll go in the air for a second, and right at the last second, you flash closer to them, and they don't expect it, and then you do a pull really close, and it really can deal a huge amount of damage. But yeah.
I would ban, if I were USA, I would ban either Shen, not Shen, either Xayah or maybe the Vi, unless they want to play it themselves.
Yeah, I would ban, I'd say I'd ban the Xayah.
I'm hoping our USA's jungler plays J4, but we will have to see.
Yeah. I've seen some J4 from our jungler.
And it looks like, I don't know if I'm allowed to say this or not, but it looks like Donnie Diamond might be playing this game.
All right.
Looks like they substituted.
So, all right, here we go. So, by the looks of it, starting off with VCU's ban, they're going to ban Kha'Zix.
Bug!
Ban the bug.
They don't want a bug moment.
Yeah. Yeah, bugs are really bad. We don't want any bugs when we're doing stream either. But unfortunately we can't avoid it for some reason.
Oh, if you don't like bugs, let me introduce you to the beginning of 13.20.
And a ban
Kane got banned again.
You say doesn't like
I'm
Kane.
Starting to think they don't like Kane. I mean, that's the case. Then...
I thought there was a player on USA's team that used to spam Kane nonstop. Like, was a Kane main.
Oh, yeah, I know who you're talking about. He is not on the team.
Yeah. Yeah, it's like, I'm just thinking, you guys are banning him every game instead of playing him. So, it looks like, let's see what they're going to do.
If I had to take a guess, yep, Kai'Sa.
That's reasonable.
They don't like void creatures, huh?
Yeah. Okay, banning Ezreal on USA's side.
All right, now they're gonna ban Sho'gaf. Watch. Oh, never mind.
It's gonna be Nefiri again.
I don't know why. Nefiri's not that big the deal. Blitzcrank got banned. I don't think Blitzcrank was the problem, but maybe they see something I don't.
Well, it got them the early game. If Jinx had been able to be more powerful early on, then it would have been a lot better for them. Okay, so
Rakan got picked.
VCU picks Rakan initially. They might pick Xayah again.
Lucian. Oh, I don't think Lucian's the pick, but we shall see.
Well, Lucian does have the best level.
Oh, okay. Never mind. I see what they're doing.
With Nami, yeah, that is pretty powerful combo right there. Especially
yes.
with Lucian.
Used to be stronger.
Let's see what.
If I had to take a guess, VCU is probably gonna pick Vi again, just to secure the Lucian.
They might do a Rakan Xayah combo here. I don't know if they will. I feel like they're probably going to pick a different.
I'm pretty sure that's what they do. Yep. Wow. So I'm surprised they banned Rakan the first game though. If they were going to do that,
I'm not sure what the idea. They just didn't want. I mean, they were really desperate to make sure that Xayah and Rakan don't fight each other. I guess I don't know.
If I don't see Redeem Stardart in Xayah and Rakan, I will be surprised.
So let's see. Next pick, I could definitely see this being another Vi pick. Sejuani.
Interesting. I mean, yeah, that is a good pick against.
Very good pick, definitely.
Basically, if she gets abilities on everyone, she can just freeze anyone to her extent, to her desire.
Yeah,
Similar to Braum.
it's a little bit different though. The Vi pick's a little more aggressive in my opinion. Sejuani is more like this. There's much more tanky, disabled type of jungler, while Vi is much more. Oh, is that they haven't locked her yet?
Oh, I would not pick Briar. Oh no.
They go
Okay,
J4.
good. There's a J4 as
I was
I
gonna say
expected.
Briar. I don't think Briar plays well against a Sejuani or any
Yeah,
of this
we already.
at all. I mean, you're taunting yourself.
I mean, Briar goes well. Briar goes well with Nami. Don't get me wrong, but against the Sejuani, I do not think that's gonna work.
Well, and also against a Xayah because you can't really move around the Xayah feathers. Xayah easily sets up on a
Talia gets
Briar.
banned again. I'm starting to think they know who they play.
Yeah. So banning the well, they might have done some research, you know.
Yeah, I mean to be expected, but you know.
Yeah.
What does that say about us? I have no idea.
So yeah,
I guess we're humble. I don't know.
So Galio is getting banned. Last ban for USA. Gonna ban Victor. I don't know if Victor was.
Yeah, Victor was a problem. Victor was a problem a little bit.
A little bit. I would have expected a better ban though. Be something like. I mean,
they're gonna ban Trundle now. They're gonna ban Trundle now. Mark my words.
I mean, I don't know if it matters anyways. Like, Light Locust can play a lot of different top laners, and they're gonna ban Lissandra again. They do not want to play against Lissandra.
I mean, Donnie does play a mean Lissandra, but you know.
I don't know if there's. Yeah, but like. I don't know if that's. I feel like their team could play against. Well, then again, Lissandra is a serious problem against Xayah with all that guaranteed.
Yeah.
Xayah's biggest strength is Gwen.
Gwen's actually a really good pick against Sejuani.
That's definitely a very good pick. Gwen's going to be a real problem, especially for Xayah, because Gwen can just stay on top of Xayah. Even when you have ulti, it doesn't matter. Gwen doesn't care. They'll use her second cast and her third cast of ulti, and you're just be slowed and dying pretty quickly. That's assuming, of course, if Gwen could get a good early game. But
remind me again, who counters Gwen?
Well, I don't play Gwen a huge amount. I would say probably the best counters are anybody who can play super aggressive against Gwen. And
like Tryndamere or Fiora up there.
Fiora definitely can play good against Gwen just because Fiora just stays inside and also has got the mobility to dodge.
Mm-hmm. I will note this though: they need to pick AP if they want to not get stacked on armor by J4.
They are.
All right, there. Oh, Silas. Oh, that's a good one.
Silas is definitely going to be a problem for USA, but I do see that. I don't see there's some ultis to steal. Nothing major. I guess the Gwen ulti especially.
J4 for securing with Sejuani and Xayah. Nami to secure as well. Lucian, I would not dare steal it. Let's see what the fifth pick is. If I were them, I would not pick a big ult character. That way Silas can't steal it. Maybe, let's see, the last pick is mid lane. I would honestly pick a useless one like, Akali. That works.
Well, that's not a useless ulti to have. That's a pretty good ulti.
But for Silas, it's probably not as good.
It gives him mobility. That is one thing. But Akali definitely can fight Silas in mid lane pretty well. Got a lot more damage than Silas early on.
They should give Silas bonus damage with Akali ult because when he runs up on someone, the chains hit him as well.
Yeah, but definitely. So what are we thinking about? What's our theories?
And
why am I being invited a second time?
Man, they do not listen, huh? Wait, why'd you accept it?
Oh, I don't know why I accepted it.
Are you okay?
Yeah, I messed up. I thought that.
Man, you really autopiloted that, huh?
Yeah, I thought that said something else.
Anyways.
When
it comes to the teams, once the league client's out of the way, that is. There we go.
I'm getting it out of the way. I just need to put it over here. Okay.
Give me a minute. Let me. You speak. I need to think on this for a minute.
Yeah, so
Fiora is def. Go ahead.
Yeah, so I think Fiora versus Gwen is gonna have problems. A lot of problems, definitely. This is not gonna be fun for Gwen. I could see Gwen playing against this. There's not disables for Fiora to riposte on, but Fiora is able to move around Gwen's Q. The biggest thing I'd say about Gwen, I've played Gwen a decent bit, a little bit, not a huge amount, but somewhat. And Gwen hates mobile champions the most, right? and they have a lot of mobility, right? This is a problem for Gwen. I'm thinking, like, in typical Light Locust fashion, push lanes nonstop, make life for them living hell, regardless of whether or not he does good in lane. And but ultimately in that particular lane, I don't see Gwen winning it. I do see J4 versus Sejuani. I can see J4 having the upper hand early. When the Sejuani gets the ulti, that's going to be a problem, right? For the bot lane. Although there's a lot of mobility on Lucian and Nami. Well, not on Lucian specifically, but
like last game, VCU has really good engage with Sejuani, and with Silas being able to steal every ult, it's probably going to be a heavy-sided engage from VCU.
Yeah. Well, we do see as well, though, as USA is compensating for last game, they have some engage themselves with the J4 and the Akali, right? And they also have
so does Silas.
and more mobility for the ADC with Lucian, right? Because before it was just Jinx. Jinx cannot move around unless Jinx can get a kill. And if you just say, well, let's just not let Jinx get a kill, then Jinx is useless, right? But Lucian can move around, right? Can stay away from the engage and stuff like that, right? But it's really difficult to play when you have an ADC like Jinx that just can't move around, and all you're trying to do is you're playing against a non-stop engage team, right?
The only problem I see for USA is the bombardment of engage. Like, you can dodge one engage, sure, but you're not going to be able to dodge all four. You got one from technically one from Fiora, one from Silas, one from Sejuani, and then Rakan.
Right.
Like, it's an onslaught of engage. If I were USA, and if they tried to engage, I would spread out. Get into a formation that'll force Sejuani to ult the front line.
Right. Definitely, yeah, because I will say this is Gwen. They don't have a lot of super tanks on USA's team. Like, they have Sejuani on VCU's team to really, really heavy tank, right? But Gwen, with USA, they're a little bit lighter, I think, on tank, right? I mean, Gwen is not a super tank per se, but definitely if you can keep Sejuani from being able to get on somebody like Lucian or anyone else with the ulti, then it's going to be a lot easier for USA to play. Definitely, I agree with the scattering idea. Just don't let them get any big wombo combos, especially with like Rakan, right? I mean, that's the whole point with Rakan. Pull everyone together and just destroy them, right? Yeah, so you definitely don't want that to happen.
And to speak on the other side, VCU, they might have a problem with getting picked out by Jarvan or maybe Nami. Nami can slow people with her E and just put it on someone. So, in contrary to USA, VCU needs to stick together. Because even if they get caught out by Jarvan, Sejuani can dash, Rakan can dash, Xayah can ult, Silas can dash, Fiora can dash. Everyone can get out of Jarvan's ult. And honestly, it was a really... Basically, USA's number one engage has already been heavily countered by VCU. It's a really good option.
Yeah, absolutely. There's a lot.
Or dash, like, Jarvan can ult all 5 people, and you'll only be able to trap one person because 4 people can dash.
Yeah, I think part of it though is the early game as well is what USA is going for. They're thinking more in terms of J4 is going to get the early game going with J4's engaged, not necessarily to, because the ulti's not going to be the most useful on J4, but J4 can get it on Xayah, right? And if you can get it on Xayah, that's what's going to count, right? Kill Xayah
but the problem is the ult. Xayah's ult is going to be a problem even if they do get her. So,
yeah, that's true. The ulti as well, but nonetheless, like I was saying before, Gwen can just follow up afterwards, and I don't believe Xayah's ulti can go over terrain, right? You can't ulti with Xayah over like J4's ulti.
No, you cannot go over terrain, which is very strange. It feels like you should, but
I feel like it would be a little bit broken in my opinion if Xayah could do that. Knowing her, it'd just be a little bit too powerful, right?
Going over the map terrain, yes. Going over player created terrain, I don't think so. It wouldn't be that broken.
Well, no. Yeah,
I mean, we have Fizz. Fizz at a 12-second cooldown doing that, so I mean.
Well, Xayah, not overpowered in general, but more overpowered, I think, on Xayah in particular, right? Because Xayah, that's one of her weaknesses, right? You can't go over terrain at all. You're kind of stuck on wherever you're at, right? Unless you're willing to flash, of course. But that.
Yeah.
But I think it's just it. But with that in mind, I think that might be the idea behind J4s. And as well, they're going to have a lot of early ganks, right? From J4, I assume. J4 is going to have pretty good presence across the map. Against Sejuani, J4 is not going to do a whole lot in terms of killing, but I think J4 can definitely get objectives over Sejuani. Of course, I think in terms of the mid lane, I think Akali's got slight advantage just in terms of damage, but we'll have to see what happens. Alright, looks like the game is just about to start. It's loading in now.
Remember what I've trained you. The masters of zooming out and spectate.
Yes, I have learned, master. What was the word? Sifu.
Master Shifu.
Yeah, no, Sifu Noah.
Master Seafood. I mean, I think that's Nami, but whatever.
Yeah.
All right. Go ahead. Let's go ahead and transition the game. We can look at the loading screen so the audience can see.
Yeah.
And the moment we transition, they're going to load in. So Fiora's got sustained secondary, obviously. Sejuani looks like she got either Triumph or Legend Tenacity, probably both.
So
Nami,
like standard runes. We're seeing 3 Conquerors on USA side.
Honestly, with PTA on Lucian, that doesn't actually sound too bad.
Yeah, I mean it's pretty good. You know what? From what I know, here's the deal: Conquerors are broken. It's just been one of the best runes you can go with on tanky heroes in general.
Yeah, Kali going Conqueror, that's a bit weird, but I guess it's to combat Silas. Usually you would see that on Kali top.
That's true. It's more of like, I guess it's more of a sustained kind of build on Akali as well. And against Silas, you got to play a sustained fight to a degree. You're not really going to burst Silas quickly.
Mm-mm. Especially if he goes Rod of Ages. Ooh, man, I have so much to talk about that item.
Yeah, I think, Rod of Ages definitely... I kind of like this. Some of the brought back, but Rod
don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong. I'm a hard Anivia one trick, and Rod of Ages is really good on her, but it's too much for certain characters. Especially Silas, Kassadin. Well, Ryze deserves it. He needs it, but you know.
Yeah, that's true. I haven't seen Ryze in a while, actually. I have to think about it. Okay, so we're gonna.
Yeah, that is a good point. I haven't seen him in a while. It's almost like he's hard to play, and no one wants to play him.
Hold on, there was an item show. There we go.
There we go.
Now we can see the items.
Objective signs are up. Did you zoom out?
Yep.
Good.
So it looks like they are going for an early gank.
Uh-oh.
Looks like misses.
Oh, Silas missed! Oh, Gwen doesn't have flash. She's done.
And it looks like first blood is going to go to Fiora.
That's
not
rough.
Good.
Man, Light's probably really mad about not getting flash. I'm surprised that Rakan W hit, though. She was like an inch away from getting away.
Yeah. If it hadn't hit, I think Gwen gets away at that point.
Yeah. No sums were wasted on VCU side. They were fully confident on killing Gwen.
Yeah.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. VCU doesn't have Ignite for Gwen or Jarvan. That's interesting.
Well, okay, that is going to be somewhat of an issue for them to deal with. Huh.
They will have to go anti-heal in the beginning if they want to combat Jarvan. Well, actually, I don't think that matters since they can get out of his ult.
When it will matter later, and they have time for that. But as well,
yeah,
Fiora
they have time.
Fiora has healing though, but Gwen has the Ignite.
It looks like they know Solution Nami from maybe a ward.
Nope,
Either that or they just guessed. They probably just guessed then. And yes, I was right. Darling Diamond has substituted the jungle, so now we have a J4 coming in as I predicted.
So it looks like
their J4 is very nasty, so I hope they'll be, despite the 4 dashes on the enemy team, I'm sure he'll be able to pull off something.
Yeah. I mean, yeah.
He might be able to. Might be able to waste a dash before the ult. Knowing him, he could probably do it.
Yeah, I mean, of course it comes down to, yeah, so this is, okay, pretty good hit from Gwen. Nonetheless, like I said, this is not going to be a very great lane for Gwen in general.
Just Fiora thanks, the master duelist.
Yeah, I mean, you really just can't.
Good flash.
Xayah is going to play full aggression against them.
Nami gets the kill. Xayah gets stunned. Is this a kill? No, it's not a kill. The good attempt.
Oh, wow.
Ooh.
Huge
Good
hit.
fucking good trade.
Wow. So I was saying with mid lane, I feel like Akali's got a slight advantage. You see how it's pretty easy for Akali to meet or trade with, oh, looks like a gank's coming here for some Johnny.
Thanks, directed camera, for not showing the initial gank.
So it looks like, yeah, Silas can kind of play this, but Silas, you see this very easy for Akali to harass right here.
Yes.
So,
I'd be able to get something here. Oh,
and
is that going to
Silas
kill?
Is gonna die.
Yes, good job.
Good job from Akali. So it looks like Akali's going to start this game. I kind of thought that Akali's going to have the advantage there.
Is it Akali or Akali?
I don't know. I'm going to continue saying Akali so that if I'm wrong, I can just claim that I was confidently correct.
And if I'm wrong, I don't care. I'm going to call him Akali.
Akali. So I think it's Akali, I don't know.
Gank coming in from Jarvan 4. Directed camera's not showing it. Oh, that's not good. Jarvan might get caught out right here.
I know, double knockup.
Double knockup. It's like Gwen is getting just a little bit of a problem.
Okay, Gwen might survive.
We'll see. If best case scenario, Gwen can get a pick off Fiora, but knowing Fiora, her W is ready. Silas goes down. Oh my! Wow, Sejuani got shredded.
So really managed to survive longer than we think, but Lucas doing pretty good here.
Yes, USA is already ahead on kills because Jarvan is Jarvan.
Jarvan is Jarvan.
I know that's terrible commentary, but I mean, I've played League for a while. This is just kind of how I do things.
It really is kind of the best commentary on Jarvan. So Jarvan is Jarvan, right? I mean, it just is. He's got the knock-up, he's got damage, he's got everything.
Man.
Okay, so Gwen does have to play pretty carefully.
Doran Shield is probably what kept her alive for a while.
Yeah,
because Sejuani is just a tank.
Though
I'm actually quite surprised with how, like you said, the early game is really good for USA.
Yeah, absolutely. The early game is great for, especially in that bot lane as well. VCU's not doing nearly as good as they did last game, and of course at this point they're actually behind right now. 1 kill, not too much, but they're not.
The only exception being Fiora, because Fiora is one of those champs that Riot collectively agrees that they hate the lane against.
Yeah, it's really hard to play against Fiora early on. I mean, that is kind of the whole point that Fiora does good in top, because Fiora loves to duel. They are the grand duelist, right? So they're going to do the best in that, and if they don't, then it kind of doesn't fit the character at all. But of course,
yeah.
Well, the only issue, I guess, there are counters.
That might be a kill. That's a kill on Rakan. Good job.
Kill on Rakan. Like I said, early game on Lucian, like level 4, is super good on Lucian. Very hard to play against because now he's got all of his abilities to proc his passive, so he's getting a lot of double attacks off. He can burst very quickly.
Decent trade from Gwen. Gave Fiora. Oh, very good trade from Gwen.
Very good trade.
Fiora got a little bit confident on that.
A little bit overconfident, but the only problem is that Gwen is down on items. Fiora already has the Tiamat, and Gwen still only got boots at this point, although the boots definitely help with the mobility.
It helps with their W, able to get away and give the armor.
I think Light Locust...
If Sejuani comes in, she can definitely secure an escape.
Yeah.
Oh, that minion saved her. Sejuani was about to come in.
Sejuani was coming in for the gank, but then Nami comes in for protection. J4 might be
Jarvan's here. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. This could be very interesting. Akali stopping Silas from rotating. That's really good.
Just to see that.
USA might get caught out here, but we shall see for sure. They should see the Rakan and back off, or they will... Oh, Rakan. I couldn't tell if Rakan panicked or he just wanted to get away.
He steals it! J4.
He does not steal it.
He doesn't? Oh, I thought he did.
No. Might be able to get a kill, though. So it'll be good kill, but that's going to be a shutdown, though, unfortunately. Oh, no, it's not shutdown.
Not quite. Third kill would have been the shutdown.
I don't know if that was worth it or not. I can't tell.
It wasn't too bad, but, well, I mean, still, USA's got a 500 gold, 400 gold lead at this point, so it's not bad.
Yes, it looks like their laning is a lot easier for them with the characters that they picked. Like, Akali is probably the hardest one.
Yeah. I should say, for USA, though, they're doing pretty good with all their lanes right now.
That was a good parry from Fiora. Might be able to get away with the kill if Gwen plays smart. But it looks like Fiora's going to back off because she suspects that a Jarvan is right here. Might be, yep, shutdown goes to Jarvan.
J4 gets the shutdown.
So I was wrong. Fiora had no idea.
Fiora had no idea there. There was no ward as well, so that was a really good gank from J4.
Yes, very good.
That puts them at a 1k gold lead. Really going good for USA now.
Guardian gets procs, that's really good. That's exactly what you want to do with Pokenami.
J4 is going to get the Rift Herald, putting him at nearly 1.7k gold lead.
A skin makes it hard to see if he has Rift Herald or not.
That's true. Well, you can also tell by the items.
That is also true. I'm looking at the action, not the items.
Hey, the items are important too, though.
That is true.
Not gonna land, but
this is a greedy approach, but if I were Nami, I would just do an E and W, and then while they're slowed, go for the Q.
Yeah.
It's a greedy approach, but sometimes it works out.
Well, usually that actually is kind of part of the strategy. You want to slow them to start so that you can land the Q better, right?
Yeah, but usually you want to put the E on your ADC. That way you can put it out faster.
Well, that's true. If there's communication between them, they can get the put the E on Lucian and get the slow initially from him, and then you can follow up with the Q once they're slowed.
USA might be ahead right now, but with the exception of Gwen, VCU has a really good scaling comp, especially in team fights.
Nami is going to try to go for a gank, but it's not gonna work here.
I think Nami is just scouting out, maybe putting control words down. I don't know if that was hers or not.
Yeah. I think it's pretty passive right now in the mid lane, not much going on.
Dragon coming up in over a minute. Let's see how everyone does with the upcoming Dragon. J4 looks like he's already setting up. Maybe doing something with Sejuani here. I don't think anything's going to happen since Nami's missing. But he manages to get away. Wastes Rakanal and Sejuani ult. Lucian might be able to get away if he still has his dash. He flashes. Nami gets the ult.
Ulti hits
Sejuani goes down. Akali's here as well. What a fantastic rotation.
Amazing rotation from USA, putting them that 3.5k gold lead. Swift's able to hold their own at the top, and the Rift Herald was well hit. They might try to push this under tower.
And I think Fiora's actually getting bursted by Gwen. Fiora just blocked the ult, judging by the scoreboard signs. It looks like she gave up. She gave up. Something probably spooked her. Maybe a bug. Yeah. There was a bug on Gwen's shoulder. She got scared.
They're really scared of bugs. 2 hits.
Oh, so close to stunning.
Wow.
Shutdown goes on Silas.
Nami is without mana, but has protection. Akali.
Dragon coming up. Jarvan is down, so BCU has the advantage of getting Dragon. But I'm sure they can give away one. It wouldn't be too big of a deal. Voice crack included.
Yeah, the Drake is... Well, it looks like they're going to go to VCU. That'll probably be fine. For USA.
No, this is why I don't like Fiora. It's so annoying.
Yeah, it's just non-stop harass. It's really difficult to play against. So it looks like what we have is a Hextech Soul. Gwen is trying to play a little aggressive for
Hextech.
For this.
Good parry, but I don't think the parry matters for her, I'm not gonna lie. Unless she's able to get away right here. Jarvan might be able to ult. There it is. Killing Fiora. He was taking his time, and I respect that. That was really good.
Well, it was actually on cooldown. I was looking and I was thinking, I think he's gonna dive tower and use ulti, right?
I think he wanted to try. I think he wanted to try to kill with QE, but I think he just got impatient.
Well, no, he had to wait because his ulti wasn't up yet. It was off by about 2 seconds, right?
Was it really? I thought it.
No, I was looking up there. I was thinking, do you have ulti G4? And he was off by a few seconds. So I was like,
oh, well, that's on me then.
Yeah, so I was thinking he's probably waiting until he can use that. And he can use that dive tower.
My lane is doing a lot better than I expected. I mean, it's Lucian, not me, but
yeah.
With Sejuani coming in for ganks, they're actually taking it pretty well.
Yeah.
Lucian hasn't died a single time. Akali hasn't died a single time. It's only really Jarvan and Gwen. USA is ahead by a lot.
Yeah, Lucian has the level advantage on Xayah, so this is really good for them. Anyone really suffering? Yeah, so USA has a huge lead right now. 2.6k right now.
This is interesting. Silas went Everfrost while Akali went Riftmaker. That means that while Akali is tanky, she's going to be able to shred Silas if the fight goes on long enough. And I'm pretty sure Fiora is just going to be able to... Hold up, Gwen might actually have a chance. Oh my god, Gwen's going to have a chance. Here comes J4.
Silas gets hit. Swani is... The ulti hits!
Good ult!
Voice cracked there for a second.
Yeah, I know.
Looks like me and you both. Okay, so it looks like Lucian is just going to solo the Rakan there.
Lucian double killed,
Fiora proxying for a second there.
Lucian double killed the Zion Rakan. That was awesome. Good job.
So it looks like Fiora...
Yeah, USA's way ahead now. This is huge. Now the question is, will Fiora be able to get out of this? Because I have a feeling she has something up her sleeve.
So J4 is going to have... He might be able to do a dive, if possible.
I wouldn't dive with Fiora, but it would be cool.
Looks like
no, Akali's fine. She good. She's got her homies.
Stun hits and it's not good for Silas.
Not good at all. J4's here as well. He might be able to... Nope, he's just going to go for blue buff. But if they can test, maybe they might try something.
They might try to contest it. It's debatable.
Fiora's coming though. That's not a good idea. They just give, knowing that.
Fight between Lucian, but
oh, that is. Ooh. She already wasted E. She already wasted E.
But she does get away. There.
Yeah. Both ADCs waste heal, so it's a trade-off. Though I think Lucian could have killed her right there. I don't think he was confident enough though.
Well, he would have had to go farther as well, and with that chase, he might have ended up getting hit by E if it came back up again.
Fiora's heavily aggressive, and not really getting punished. Oh well, there goes Xayah. Oh, never mind.
Xayah barely gets all.
There she goes. Holy mother! Oh, so many people coming in. One by one, they're coming into the fight.
Nami's gonna get hit. Nami's gonna get killed.
Oh!
Like Khan is gonna barely get out.
Shutdown goes the
down. J4
shutdown goes the down. Oh
J4
no!
Might get out. He's barely gonna get out there. Wow.
Oh, that was not a good trade from USA. VCU is starting to fight back.
But it still is a huge deficit right now at around 4 points. Looks like almost 5k gold deficit. So the deficit's still up there.
Yeah. And Gwen was
trade.
able to get turret as well, so that's another thing.
It looks
turret advantage going to USA.
Yeah. It looks like they'll compensate. J4 might try to steal. I'm interested to see J4. It might steal here. And the taunt, or the charm is able to keep him from smiting there. So they do get the Rift Herald. So Gwen able to hold their own there. Next Drake coming up. I believe USA is going to try to claim this one. USA is going to posture towards Drake. This tower might be going down soon. Fiora looks like trying to kill this tower pretty quickly. And Gwen might be in trouble. Yep, and it looks like Gwen will go down. Drake is going to look like it's going to go over to USA.
Red team has slain the dragon.
So it looks like Nami and Lucian are going to posture towards mid. Fiora just shoving top non-stop. Not too much happening at the moment. I believe that it's going to be pretty hard for BCU to come back. They've shortened the deficit a little bit, but there's still quite the deficit going on, right? So that's going to be something to deal with. So it looks like Silas is going to try to catch up here, try to fight Kali. You're going to lose this tower, and that's going to be a third tower destroyed by USA. USA in the lead, both gold and tower-wise. J4 is going to go after Fiora. Fiora might be in trouble here. Fiora trying to get the win, but the J4 perfect. Fiora might be able to get the kill. If Fiora gets out with the Q and a dash here. Zaya's ult comes out. Rakan might be in trouble. Akali's going to ult dash in. The charm comes out from Rakan. He hits all of them. He might die here. He's going to get the knockup, but he's going to die just barely from him. Looks like J4 and Gwen versus Sejuani. Sejuani's not going to be able to beat them here, though. And it looks like they're going to back off now. Fiora's not going to be able to play too aggressively unless Fiora's killed there. J4 tries to play a little aggressively, not going to work. They're going to posture away for a second. So it's going to go a little passive for a second. Next Drake coming up in 2 minutes. Baron already up. Already posturing over here. Nami might be in a bad spot. Nami's not going to get caught quite yet. The flash comes out. Ulti comes out as well. Another stun hits. Silas steals that ulti. Akali dashes in. His teleport comes out from Gwen. It looks like this could be bad. Khan is dead now. And so will Sejuani follow up. J4 is going to hit the Silas as well. 3 down on BCU's side. Maybe even Zaya next. Zaya dies as well. It's an absolute disaster for VCU. The ulti coming out from Fiora. Gwen's going to back off a little bit. Baron now. Fiora's gonna take a lot of damage here. Gwen though, so much healing. Gwen does manage to kill the Fiora. It looks like USA is gonna claim Baron. This is not looking good for VCU. They are down by around 6.6k right now. The next Drake coming up in 15 seconds. J4 hits the ulti. Lucian hits his ulti. The ulti hits Silas, hits Lucian, but he does get out. Silas is in very bad trouble. Silas is going to go down. And they're going to retreat on VCU's side. They're going to have to give up this Drake, but J4 is unrelenting. He's not going to let them get away. It looks like he will at this point, though, and they're going to go back and try to claim the Drake.
Hello?
Hello.
I messaged the wrong person. That's on me. Apologies.
You're fine.
I had to go somewhere for a little bit. Apologies.
You did miss a few plays. It looks like USA.
Yeah, I can. USA's way ahead. It seems I missed a lot.
And J4 is now playing super aggressive here. It looks
J4,
like they might just go for the end now.
Against all odds.
24 to 8, so a huge deficit, almost 10k now. Looks very much like there's not. Kaylee is just going to kill him here. Kali's going to hit him there, 9-0. It looks like hitting all of them perfectly, but the Fiora outplays him.
Fiora managed to outplay the Gwen.
J4 just destroys the Xayah there.
Sechuani might be able to out-sustain the J4, but I'm not exactly sure. No, she gives up. USA's definitely got their game up. I mean, I wasn't here, but USA's definitely got their game up in terms of objectives.
Yeah.
It looks like VCU has not been able to get drags, turrets, anything.
Yeah, it's been pretty difficult for them to get pretty much any objective. USA has been able to claim the Baron as well, which has gotten them destroying an inhibitor, I believe, at this point. With Silas is in the way. If he gets out of the way, I could be able to see. Yeah, so they did destroy an inhibitor and 2 of the base towers.
This should be a win for USA, but there is a minuscule chance that VCU can come back.
I'd say if they do have a chance of coming back, they have to find a way to get Xayah online. But right now, what's very overwhelming for them is, well, you know, these 3.
Lucian is if I had to take a guess from Lucian's items, he is shredding the tanks on VCU.
He is absolutely shredding, yes. Lucian, Kali, and the J4 are just such a nuisance. So you have too much to shut down right now. If you do it, you can win maybe.
Oh, that's Hullbreaker Fiora. I see their plan.
Their plan is to just get Fiora to try to... Wow,
oh,
damage
man.
on Fiora. Maybe the Gwen can outplay it, but not... It's gonna look like a tie. They're gonna make a massive push here. Might be a fight.
Most likely a fight.
Definitely a fight happening here. The ulti hits out from the
ulti hits, but it does nothing.
Nothing really happens from that.
Fiora split pushing, not being able to be combated by it.
Fiora's gonna have to back off with the Gwen coming back to J4 ulti. The ulti comes out from Nami, ulti from Lucian.
Everyone gets shredded. Fiora's backing off. If Gwen's able to stop her, that'd be good, but I don't think that's gonna happen.
Gwen is, at this point though, is able to keep the Fiora from going too many places. They decide to commit to this push though, and it's definitely working out for them. Almost kills him. The ulti comes out from J4.
Oh no! Fiora shut down Lucian.
Fiora is coming back to try to defend the base. And J4 is very low. This is going to be very problematic. They have to just leave. And Silas is coming in just perfectly.
Oh, that's not good at all.
Not good at all.
That's a triple for Fiora.
So Fiora on their team is going to have to find a way to carry as best as possible. The Hullbreaker might have not been the best choice if Fiora was going to end up dealing so much damage anyway. But it might work out, just because Fiora's so ahead, they'll have to make a lot of pushes though. USA's got to find a way to make sure to close out this game. No comebacks, he's here.
With Fiora having Hullbreaker, the tides definitely change. Hullbreaker could easily end the game for USA. So unless they're able to combat that, then USA might have a problem.
Yeah. And I am just messing with this again. Fiora is going to get attacked. There's huge damage on him. They're going to hold
Fiora. Yeah, Fiora just got outplayed. 4 people coming in. Ult comes in on Jarvan. Fiora's trying desperately to get away. But unfortunately, J4 has too much mobility.
Oh my god.
Oh my goodness. There it goes. Wow, that was really good.
They really had to commit everything there just to kill
Seems you have a lot of people who want you to play right now when you're casting.
Yeah, it's around this time, you know.
Yep.
Okay, so looks like this Baron is likely going to USA. There's not much I can see them doing without
Nah, Fiora's a split pusher, so I wouldn't be surprised if they play without her. But yes, I do agree because of Gwen being able to shred. Oh, never mind, Zaya's going to shred as well. But with Jarvan getting one good play right here, Zaya ults, but I don't think it matters. Navi comes in.
Stealing the ulti, Silas is very, very low.
Rakan ults everyone in, but everyone's so far away, it doesn't even matter. Sejuani's gone. Rakan is gone. And soon enough, Zaya might be gone as well. Jarvan comes in. Silas is debating whether he wants to help or not, and he decides not to.
So yeah, Silas is going to have to just back off at this point. They could be going for the end at this point. This might be game for VCU. But
it'll be a one-to-one. It'll be a 1-to-1 lead for USA or sorry, 1-to-1 tie USA to VCU if USA wins this one. But it looks like that is the case because 3 people are down. Zaya's not up until 22 seconds. It does not look good for VCU.
This Fiora is a very huge problem though for USA though. We'll say down to that definitely. Lucian's gonna go in with everything. Ulti's almost gonna kill the Silas. Silas is gonna likely die out of here. He dies.
Yep, Silas took it for Fiora.
They're gonna lose the first turrets. Khan hits that. Fiora's gonna try to go on to Lucian.
Fiora's doing a last-ditch effort to buy time for Zaya, but unfortunately Zaya's in another fight and getting killed.
Fiora's gonna go down as well. Gwen is going to almost kill 20, and it looks like game 2 will go to
Game
USA.
2 goes to USA. Wow.
Wow. So that was a huge flip.
Yes, it was.
From the first game being USA just getting dominated, and now USA dominating them. Wow. So I'm not even sure what to say about that one. That game is just that it started off almost with VCU had a chance.
I won't lie. The moment I saw Fiora going Hullbreaker, I wanted her so desperately to lose. We need to be unbiased, but I just do not like Hullbreaker.
Yeah, I definitely agree. It's just like it's very annoying to play against a Hullbreaker in general. So I definitely can get that. And you know what? She was their win con at that point, though. That really became. I mean, they had to do a 4-man on her, and they barely killed her in the top lane, right? And I was just thinking, her with her team, they might be able to come back if they can kill some key targets, right? But unfortunately, USA played pretty good there. So VCU was not able to win. And I'm
surprised, like, like I said, Donnie would find a way to play to J4, but I didn't expect him to play it that hard against 4 people who can dash out of his ult.
Oh yeah,
That was
definitely.
really good.
Oh yeah, definitely, because he definitely did very great in that game. And again, even with those counters, like with, oh no, what are you gonna do against what are you gonna do against people that can just dash away from you? It doesn't really necessarily matter as long as you're able to gank properly, right? And that's where it really will count. So, but I did with the lead on Akali as well. I mean, I guess I predicted it. Akali was going to get the lead on the Sylas. Akali has more damage early on. It's going to be problematic for Sylas to play against. But yeah, that was. I did kind of expect him to do better in bot lane on VCU's side, but the Lucian just made it really difficult. Especially level 3 Lucian is just very difficult to play against, right?
Yeah.
So we are waiting on the next lobby code. What are we thinking going into this game 3, though?
They're definitely going to ban Lucian.
They're definitely ban Lucian, yeah.
I don't think they're going to ban J4 because the main source of damage was the Gwen, Akali, and Lucian. They were doing... Akali did a lot better than I expected. I thought Sylas was going to destroy her.
Well, in lane, I suspected Akali was going to have a pretty good time against a Sylas. Just in general, Sylas is not super high damage early on. He's got damage, no doubt, but he's more of this engage healer kind of guy. Well, not healer, but he heals himself. So he's able to survive a lot in lane, but nonetheless, Akali just has the harass against him, and there's not much you can do against that, especially since, Akali's running on energy, and Sylas is running on mana. Gonna be a problem later on. But I think as well in this game, though, looking at the damage numbers, so Fiora dealt the most damage out of, I guess, actually the whole game, 35,000 highest amount of damage. But then you also have Gwen coming in at second place with 33,618 damage. That makes sense. So, but wow, that's 17-0 Akali. I wasn't even paying attention to the scoreboard there, but
I didn't see that either.
I just noticed that.
Jeez, Akali was allowed to play for herself for too long.
Yeah, wow. Still waiting for the invite. We will go to a waiting room for a second, and we'll be right back when the game's ready. Alright, looks like we're almost ready. Next game is about to start. There was a few technical difficulties. So
Yep.
we've been given the draft URL. So the draft is about to start. But yeah, I think going into this next game, I'm definitely thinking that VCU first of all is going to be playing aggressive again. Their lineups are always going to be aggressive. USA, I think, is best to do something similar to kind of match that. Don't play anything too. J4 is definitely a good pick. I don't think that.
All right.
I don't think VCU will allow it. Right.
Kha'Zix still gets banned. Well, I know the team more than them, but I don't think banning Kha'Zix is a good choice. But
Yeah.
sure.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, because I don't think USA's. Have you seen USA play? I haven't seen USA play Kha'Zix.
I've never seen USA play Kha'Zix unless I'm blind.
Yeah, I don't see the reason for the ban. Kane ban as well. I don't really know. I guess they really.
They might know something we don't.
Yeah.
Probably OP.GG.
So we're seeing second ban coming in.
Nefiri gets banned again.
I feel like they're always banned Nefiri, and that makes sense to a degree. Nefiri's really been pretty good in the meta right now. Really,
she's a bit of a lane bully, especially against single target characters, because the dogs can kind of block it.
Yeah, Blitzcrank gets banned. Briar gets banned as well. I can understand the Blitzcrank ban. Briar ban. Nobody's playing Briar right now. Nobody's good enough to play Briar yet. She's just too hard. Like maybe challenger players, but we're not at challenger level. VCU picks J4.
Really? Oh man.
They didn't decide. We're not even gonna ban it. We're just gonna pick it before they get the chance to. That's what they're thinking.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. If you can't beat them, beat them.
Yeah.
Or join them. Yeah. The Lucian could definitely be able to shred J4. But...
Okay, so he's going to go Lucian again. And of course, Lucian can dash out of J4 ulti. So that is pretty good. Although Lucian can still suffer. Because, again, even if you can dash out of J4 ulti, if you can get... Okay, so Lucian Nami again. I'm wondering how...
I mean, it's a good pick. It's good against J4 because Nami can interrupt J4's Q and E.
Yeah, it's a pretty good pick. Victor's coming out for VCU. That's mid laner there.
Victor's a good pick for Lucian because he can just put the R on him and force him to evade it. Nautilus is also... Ooh.
I can see the idea behind that, playing a tanky.
I see the idea.
Yeah, Nautilus is going to be able to lock down the Lucian. Yone, is that going to be mid or top? I've seen it more
probably top.
Probably top.
I've seen Light play Yone before, so I'm pretty sure it's
he's
top.
played some Yone? Okay, I haven't seen him play Yone as much, but yeah, I guess that could be played top, yeah. That is pretty good. Yone is definitely a complex champion to play. I'm wondering who he's going to have to lane against. So looks like the ban on Xayah comes out. They didn't want to have to play against that, I guess. Yeah, and that definitely makes sense. I wonder if VCU is actually... That might have messed up VCU's plan.
Yeah, probably. They banned Gwen, that's not a surprise, but I'm pretty sure top lane is already picked, so
yeah,
that is a waste of a ban.
Unless this is... I mean, have you seen our mid laner go Yone before? I feel like you're right.
I mean, it could be, but I've seen both of them. I've seen at least top lane play Yone, so...
Yeah. So
Spider got banned. That's actually a really good ban.
Yeah, you definitely don't want to be playing against Elise too often. I mean, Elise Queen of Dives under towers, of course, and just an overall good jungler in general. But I feel like USA does need a little more tank on their team. Right now, we're looking at like 3 lightish heroes. Hecarim. Okay, Hecarim is definitely a good pick here. Very aggressive pick especially against J4. Caitlyn for ADC. Caitlyn Nautilus. That is going to be miserable to play against.
Caitlyn.
Always Caitlyn.
The good news is, if Lucian plays it properly, he will be able to shred Caitlyn.
That's true. Okay.
Ooh, Renekton mid top.
Top mid top. Yeah, so this looks like a top Renekton there.
So if I were USA against their comp, I would pick someone that disengages. Like, oh my god, actually is Yone mid.
It is Yone mid, and that's going to be Ornn top. That's pretty good.
That's also going to be all AD.
So, oh yeah, you're right. So USA has gone all AD. However, actually, yeah. So that might be a problem for them. Although most of VCU is also AD, but they do have the Victor, right?
So, yeah, they do.
So what are we thinking about these picks?
Okay, first things first, USA is going to have a big problem against maybe Renekton and all the 3 tanks on VCU's team. I think the only way they're going to be able to deal with them if Lucian's allowed to scale and Yone is allowed to engage. Same thing for Ornn.
Right.
USA has a heavy engaged team, but at the same time, VCU also has a heavy secure team.
Right. They have a lot of disable on VCU as well to just secure kills as well. I feel like, though, the engage is starting to go towards the USA more because you have the Caitlyn on VCU side who's going to have to play it a lot more safe, and Victor as well. But Lucian and the rest of the team, except I guess Nami, are also somewhat aggressive. I mean, of course, Lucian's an ADC, but Lucian's a mobile ADC that can definitely engage on people if given the proper opportunity. So I feel like in terms of who's going to win this, it comes down to, well, actually, I guess it's kind of complicated, but really, there's a lot of catch on VCU, right? That's what I would say. They got a lot of catch too. If they can get somebody like Lucian, but here's the thing, right? USA doesn't have a critical champion on their team, like one that's going to deal most of the damage or something like that. Hecarim could always go something like, what is it called again? It's the green blade thing that gives you ability haste.
Spear of Shojin.
Spear of Shojin, I could definitely see that being played. And
most likely for Jarvan, it's going to be that overpowered build of Gore Drinker and Spear Shojin.
Yeah,
it's just what every J4 goes now.
Yeah, definitely. But what I mean by for USA though is there's no critical champion that has to survive. Yone can deal pretty good damage. Hecarim with the right items can be a menace, and Lucian can also, of course, is the ADC, so he deals a lot of damage, right?
So when it comes to this pick, it's more balanced, but at the same time, I'd say USA's only flaw is the only AP they have is technically Ornn and Nami, voice crack included.
Yeah, that's one big problem with USA's team. They don't. It's for the tanks on VCU's team. They can very easily build against that with a lot of armor. But I do think that somebody like, for instance, J4, he can build a lot of armor, right? But he's not gonna build full tank. Nautilus is gonna build full tank. Renekton, on the other hand, probably gonna play some damage aggressive play. I don't really know what the meta for him is right now, but I could definitely see Death Stance on both J4 and Renekton, late game at least. So, but it's kind of hard to say, right? I mean, even with USA going mostly physical damage, if they get the lead early on with this aggressive team, they could still steamroll VCU, right?
Yeah, agreed.
Yeah.
I think how this is going to play out is how patient both teams are in getting picks.
Definitely, yeah. There's going to be a lot of patience involved because if they rush it too much, they could end up just getting destroyed really quickly, right?
Yes.
I will say as well that I think the Victor, sometimes it's a little underestimated what he can do, but Victor, if they can get him into late game, he can deal a lot of damage to USA. And with how much peel they've got on VCU's teams, I guess the Hecarim and Ornn and Yone could, well, actually, I guess 3 of them can dash on them, but if the Victor can survive, right, he can get a lot of damage off, and that's going to be really hard for them to deal with. But I do see that. They do have a ton of engage from Yone, Hecarim, and Ornn. And the first game, we saw that when you had somebody like Caitlyn or like Jinx, right, against a bunch of engage, said ADC is not able to do anything. So I'm going to predict it that this Caitlyn is going to have a lot of problems, right? VCU might win, but Caitlyn of all players is going to have a lot of problems in this game. Just staying alive. Looks like we are about 3.5 minutes, or about 4 minutes away from game start. And Brandon, you still there? Okay, I believe so. Brandon did have to leave temporarily. He's going to be gone for the first 10 minutes. Had some issues to deal with, but he'll be back at around minute 10. So I'm going to put us in the waiting room for next few minutes while we wait for the game to catch up. Alright, it looks like we're back, and next game is about to start. Going into this game, we can see that Victor is going with, looks like to be first strike. And then we also have pretty standard builds on all sides, rune-wise. Still going with precision and inspiration on Lucian and the summon area on Nami. This is interesting. You do have a first strike on Caitlyn and a glacial augment on Nautilus. I think more of the tanking might definitely go towards this Ornn. It's going to be a difficult lane for Renekton to play, I believe. Just because Ornn is not going to really take that much damage, and he's got the ability to build items, of course. Depending on how this J4 plays, Hecarim could have problems fighting him early on for anything. As for Yone versus Victor, of course Victor has the range advantage, but Yone, I believe, is going to be able to be very aggressive. So Victor's not going to have, he's going to have to be pretty careful. Huh. Excuse us while a little bit of technical difficulties. Not sure what League was doing there. But anyways, hopefully it'll download. Okay. So it looks like we are beginning game 3. The game has been paused. Okay, I guess this is the reason that we had a little technical difficulty there. The support's PC is going haywire. We're having a little bit of what I call friendly banter. By friendly banter, I mean roasting the support's PC. And Renekton is now showing the opposing players' IP addresses. I believe. Actually, I don't know. Wow. So, yeah. So welcome to the world of professional gaming, everyone. So everybody looks like they're ready. Oh, and everything has frozen. So we're gonna restart. I'm not sure what just happened there. I believe that is an error part of League. I can't take the blame for that one. Something happened. Alright, here we go. So the first game is underway, and it looks like they're going to start off by 5-manning on VCU's team. They will not do that on USA's team. An early strat trying to cheese here, I believe. USA might not see this coming. They're going to actually invade early, looking for them. But USA looks like they're going to see them. The hook's going to land. Looks like Nami might be in some trouble here. The exhaust comes out. It looks like Nami's going to get the heal. The first blood is going to go to the Renekton.
Minions have spawned.
Amazing play by Nautilus there, hitting the flash just barely. It does go to Renekton, so that's going to be a problem for Ornn later down the line. An extra 400 gold for Renekton, giving him, starting off, a Ruby Crystal. Victor's going to have a little bit more presence here. Hook does not quite land, and Nautilus is going to suffer some harass early. Lucian's still having a lot of damage. Yone is not taking a lot of damage here.
Brilliant.
A lot more than Yone to deal with. Playing against a ranged Victor. Ornn's going to get the level 2 first. Victor getting the level 2 first. And it looks like the presence Nautilus and Caitlyn are going to have presence. Hook lands, but nothing comes about it. A lot of harass on Nautilus. A lot of hits on Nami as well, though.
I have someone in my...
Hecarim hitting 12 before Jarvan. Kind of like the previous game, there's a lot of harass from Lucian Nami combo. It's just lots of damage, even against a Nautilus. Hook is gonna land. The net will not, and Lucian is able to secure a kill on the Nautilus. Not much that they can do here. Yone is still struggling a little bit in lane to fight against this Victor. Not gonna land there. For all this, Renekton has to play somewhat cautiously. There's a lot of ability for the Nautilus, Caitlyn bot lane to fight against them. Victor's gonna get ganked here. He's gonna have to use Flash. Yone doesn't able to get anything out of it much, except a little bit of damage. Hits with the knockup, but now Ornn is pretty low on mana. He's not going to be able to fight against Renekton, who does not need the mana. Victor is going to be low on mana as well. Lucian and Nami are going to have some trouble fighting against the Caitlyn. No mana on Victor, though he just has enough to use his Q. The hook comes out, he gets rooted and hit by Caitlyn. He might die. He has to use Flash. Nami is going to help block it, and it looks like they're going to get pushed out of lane and have to recall. This is not looking good for the USA bot lane. The 500, 600 gold, well, actually now 700 gold deficit with PCU in the lead. Caitlyn's going to come back with a serrated Dirk. That is going to be very painful to play against for the Lucian and the Nami. No significant ganks coming out except for the Hecarim's gank. Junglers. Renekton's not able to do much damage to Ornn. He's just so tanky and hard to beat. He's already got the clock armor. Lane is going to be a lot of... Okay, so Lucian, Nami. Hard to commentate with the directed camera if I switch people. Come on, man. So, they're going to start pushing in this wave here. A lot of harass coming out on Nautilus. going to be able to come out. The hook might come. It misses. The stun hits from Nami. The ignite is coming out, but they're going to back off because of the J4. A little bit of harass out on the Victor, but not quite enough yet. Nautilus is somewhat low. Lucian and Nami are able with a lot of help. A single hook, though, could be spell doom here. He's going to hook. Rooted on Nami, and that's going to hit both of them. The final hit hits. J4 is going to come in and gank up. The root hits, and the Caitlyn is able to get another kill. This is going to be much worse for the bot lane of USA. Yone is able to get a little more aggressive against this Victor. He's got a few items. 3 kills now on VCU's side. Hecarim is now going to be aggressive here. There is no hook. He's going to go in with ulti, and it looks like the J4 is going to go down. By the looks of it, Caitlyn is getting very close to probably finishing what I'm going to have to guess is the Duskblade. Caitlyn has definitely been opting for a more lethality-oriented build here. Ulti comes out, deals some damage, not quite. Forget to zoom out. Apologies about that. Not gonna quite hit. He's gonna have to go back for that. You're gonna hit him, but not quite. He's got the ability to respond like that with the stun, but this Renekton is having a lot of problems playing against this Ornn. Looks like Nami's gonna play a little bit aggressively. The stun lands, but so does the hook. Not much gonna happen. The hook lands on the Lucian. No stun lands. He's able to get a little bit of harass off, but not much more than that. Another hook lands. Not able to do much. Stun misses. Ulti hits. He's gonna land this. Right there. The root attempt comes in. Nami's gonna block for him. He's gonna live. Nautilus is getting very close to being down. The Hecarim is coming in. He's going to be able to kill possibly the Nautilus. Nautilus goes down. The Caitlyn is not going to be able to play against this. And the ultimate from Lucian is going to help Hecarim take down the Caitlyn as well. An amazing gank from Hecarim. Not much else is going to happen. Very good play from Hecarim. Nami's going to rotate to mid lane. Caitlyn is going to get a few hits off. The True Strike is working wonders for her. Built Yumu's first. Instead of a Duskblade, I guess I was mistaken there.
Boom. Headshot.
A lot of damage going on to Lucian. Ulti almost hits from the Yone, but not quite. Victor's able to flash out of it. Ulti coming out from Ornn. Gonna hit the double gank. Gank on Victor. He might go down. And another kill for the Hecarim. He's way ahead of now. Ornn is able to get a knockup. Not much more than that. Nautilus coming for a rotation. Hecarim is going to play aggressively here. The Nami's going to hit. Ulti comes out. He's going to knock the Nautilus up at the last second. The stun lands. The ulti from Hecarim is going to land as well. Ulti from J4, but it's not going to mean much. Nexton has teleported. He's going to try to do something with his ulti, but he's not going to be able to do too much. He's able to deal quite a lot of damage to Hecarim, but Hecarim's going to be able to get out. Yone is going to almost finish him off, and Renekton is actually managing to get out of here. Almost, but the sweep hits the Renekton. An amazing play. Very close to killing the Hecarim, shutting him down, but just not quite. Amazing play from USA. They are making a huge comeback here. Well, not really a huge, but, you know, they're coming back from what was a bit of a rocky start to now be in a near 3K lead. And the Hecarim working absolute wonders here. Caitlyn's going to use Yumu's Ghostblade, but nothing's going to come of it. Quite a low cooldown from what I remember. I used it a lot, so I forgot exactly how long. Let's take a look.
Turret plate will fall.
Interesting. So low mana on Caitlyn. J4 is going to start working on the Drake. Looks like they might hit this next Drake. USA might be giving this up. Hecarim posturing top instead. Renekton and Yone are going to fight. Renekton might have the advantage here. Definitely going to be hard here, but Yone uses ulti as well, and he is able to finish him off. It was a lot harder for Yone to beat the Renekton in the previous fight, even with help. But if he all's in him, it looks like that's able to do the trick. Ornn is about to take down the first tower of the game.
Blue team's turret has been destroyed.
He's gonna hit him. Pretty good damage. I think the idea there is just to deal the damage for the just for the first strike, I guess. Although there's a lot of gold just on hitting them initially, only after you dealt damage. Yone's gonna get a little bit aggressive here. He's gonna get hit by Nautilus and almost gonna get stunned by Victor's W, but it's not gonna quite happen. 3 people in mid. The Hecarim is up top. A lot of farm on him. It looks like they're gonna rotate to try to fight this Hecarim. Ornn is gonna still play top pretty aggressively. He's gonna hit him like that.
Red team's turret has been destroyed.
Caitlyn's gonna kill the bottom turret while this is all happening. 3-man gank happening on Ornn in top lane to see if he can get away. He's gonna use ulti here. He's gonna be able to hit them. But he might end up going down here. Let's see what he can do. He's gonna get a knock-up on at least one of them. He's wasting a lot of their time. But he is gonna end up going down in the end. Dying for the first time.
I never miss.
Looks like not much is going to happen here. The Lucian is going to finish off this. Missing the stun there. bottom. Victor. Hook. He's gonna pull back. Getting some damage off. He is able to be pretty aggressive against him. He lands the Q. That's gonna be pretty deadly for the Victor. The Victor's playing a dangerous game here. So it looks like Renekton is trying to go in on the Renekton. He's not going to be able to do too much. Renekton's pretty tanky. Lucian is going to have to play. He misses the hook. He might be able to play pretty aggressively. Looks like he's not going to die. Ulti comes out from Hecarim. So does the ulti come out from J4. Ulti comes out from Nami. He's going to hit Caitlyn. Caitlyn's getting low. She's going to die to Lucian. The fight comes out between Renekton and the Ornn. Hecarim is playing really aggressive. He's going to have to back off, though. It looks like this ulti comes out from Ornn. He's going to start going on Renekton. He's going to hit him. And he's going to possibly finish him off, but with the flash from Renekton, he's going to be able to get out just barely. One attack away from death. Amazing performance. Victor's going to get hit. Victor is going to possibly go down here. He has no way of getting out. But Hecarim is going to go down in the process and give up a massive bounty to the Victor. Probably not actually worth it for him. There is still a 3.7k gold deficit with the USA in the lead. J4 is going to try to secure the Rift Herald. We'll see how this ends up working out. Looks like they have the ability to do it here. Are they actually going to give up there? This fight's going to break out between Ornn and Renekton. Not going to land the knockup. Not much going to happen to Ornn either, though. He's already got the Sunfire Aegis, so he's ulti comes out from Renekton. He's going to end up backing off. Hextech Drake coming up. It looks like they're going to definitely take it. Looks like 3 in the mid lane. Stun hits from Nami. But that's going to hit on him. Root's going to hit. He's going to be able to get out just in time before the Root actually starts. Ulti coming out from Ornn, and Hecarim is going to come to help. Ulti coming out from Hecarim, and he might be able to finish him off. The J4 is going to back off instead of fighting this. Nami's going to be dewarding everything here. The Baron has just come up. Try to finish off the mid lane if they can. Nautilus coming around. He might try to prevent this from happening, though. Looks like they won't be able to finish off the mid lane tower. Nautilus and Caitlyn playing a little bit aggressive, seeing if they can possibly catch somebody. Hecarim is using the U-moves. He's coming in. Ulti hit. Not ulti. Hits him. Ulti hits now. The Nautilus is down. Teleport comes out from Renekton. Gonna be nullified. Ulti from Nami. Not gonna land on anybody. Lucian hit by Caitlyn ult. But it looks like the fight will fizzle out. Looks like Hecarim's coming in as well to try to prevent this. They're going to lose the tower. Not the best use of Rift Herald. Since it's being used against a pretty low turret to begin with. Ornn is starting to get the first upgraded items. Lucian trying to finish off the tower, only one attack away.
Blue team's turret has been
Oh yeah, that's upgraded Arst. Ornn is going to use ulti. Might kill him. Wow, the damage coming out from Ornn is able to kill off the Caitlyn. He's able to get another hit here. And he might be getting pretty close to killing this Renekton. He's going to get out for free. This is not looking good for VCU. Hecarim with such a large lead, and the Yone. Okay, the Hecarim has just got hit by the Nautilus. Almost hits the Lucian, but it just barely manages to dash out. The Hecarim has just started stealing the farm of VCU. This is looking really bad for VCU with a near 7k gold deficit. USA in the lead.
Pay no attention to the trap.
They're setting a trap. They might be going for Nautilus. The ulti comes out. They don't know how many people they're up against. The ulti hits from J4. Nami's gonna have to flash. Lucian goes down. He's almost killed. Nami goes down, and the Yone's gonna get attacked by the Renekton. He's gonna have to queue over the wall to Yorn. Yorn is gonna be able to possibly do something. Hecarim is going to get very aggressive. He's gonna ulti into all of them. They take so much damage, but the Hecarim is gonna go down. The Victor uses stopwatch. He's gonna be able to survive. The Renekton is nearly dead, but he manages to kill the Ornn. This is a disaster for USA. A huge comeback for the VCU. Unbelievable fight. It could have gone so much better for USA, but the play on VCU was coordinated and well done.
Hello.
Hello. Welcome back.
What? I was watching from. A lot has happened. I was watching through the phone. Yeah, USA is definitely in the lead, and I am so sorry.
Big play from VCU recently. They actually did manage to win a fight there with only 2 casualties and 4 deaths on the USA side. So it's going to be a contesting for this Drake here.
From what I was seeing, Hecarim was completely dominating VCU with massive engages.
Oh yeah, Hecarim is still doing pretty well, and he's going to use it.
Like right now. Right now.
He's about to ulti hits. Yone is going to hit. Ulti from Hecarim. Ulti from Lucian. One goal
Oh
down.
my god!
Massive hit. But the Hecarim's going to go down. The Renekton gets a massive hit right here.
But Victor's nowhere to be seen. He's too busy dealing with Yone.
And he's going to go down. Everyone on the VCU side, it gets absolutely annihilated.
They got completely spread out. USA split up the work and got them all in separate corners.
And now Lucian has Flicker. This, I think what I forgot to mention though, the draft base is the fact that this force is going to make the late game for USA even better. So the fact that they're in the lead makes this very nearly impossible for VCU to come back, right?
Yes, agreed. I mean, it's going to take a miracle for VCU to come back. They need to defend their towers and play a little bit more passively. Wait for the opportunity to come to get a pick. And if they can get that pick, press on and try to get another.
Yeah, they have to try to get some few picks, especially on somebody like, well, for instance, right now, if VCU wants to come back, they have to get the pick on, of course, on Yone. But Yone's gonna be pretty hard to pick. He's got the mobility to get away, right? And they don't.
And with how Yone's playing, he's engaging with his E every single time. So even if they do get Yone, he's able to retract.
Yeah.
So in that situation, yeah, exactly like that. Thank you
exactly.
for demonstrating.
Yeah. So, but it looks like VCU might be able to get this break instead.
Oh, it's okay. Hecarim will steal it. Hecarim will steal it for sure. Ah, close.
Huge ulti from Yone. Huge.
Huge ulti.
Nautilus
Here comes Ornn. Jarvan is not allowed to move. He's stuck in his ult.
Massive deficit right now, nearing 10k. This looks very dire for VCU.
Renekton's doing a last-ditch effort to try to get Lucian. He only lives.
Very close. Very close to killing him, but it looks like it is not looking good for VCU. Such a massive gold deficit, nearing 11k right now. There's not much you can do at this point. And they're already getting inhibitors.
Yeah, I don't think they're coming back, but I mean, I know our team is USA, but I'm actually kind of rooting for them because they're way behind.
Yeah, it's just getting so destroyed right now. I'm just thinking, you know, it'd be really cool if they did come back, right? I mean, I don't think they will, but it would be cool if they did. They are going in right now. They might be able to get Hecarim down. Hecarim's getting down.
Hecarim was not able to move, but Yone's coming in.
Yone gets a massive ulti.
Nautilus gets shredded. Navi ult coming in. Navi might be able to one-shot the Caitlyn, imagine.
Lucian ulti coming out. They're also very low. The Ornn
Lucian's standing his ground. Here comes Ornn. He might ult right here.
He might. Well, he's gonna ult.
Here it comes. He's gonna get the Victor. No, he gets the Caitlyn.
Caitlyn goes down, and it makes more sense.
Oh, so close. Uh-oh.
So close, but the Ornn is gonna be able to kill the Lucian.
I'm gonna be honest, I don't think Ornn's losing. I don't think Ornn's losing this.
I don't really think he is, dude. I've been seeing him this game. Oh, he's gonna die here.
No. Victor didn't beat him. The turret did.
That's true. Wow. So this is a massive. So we're looking at 11.3k gold deficit. I cannot see VCU winning, but if they were to jinx me, I would be on that one. I would be thoroughly impressed.
Yeah, agreed.
It's not impossible. It's never impossible, but you know, it's looking dire. It's looking like this.
Yeah. A very interesting game for USA. And a very unfortunate game for VCU.
Hold on, am I just finding this out? Can you give 2 red buffs from a single red buff? Is that what's happening?
Yes! Yeah, that's a new change. Ivern is no longer useful.
I didn't even know that.
At level, I believe once your monster is completed, you can share the buff with your teammates.
Really cool. I kept seeing that. I'm just starting to realize that. It's a pretty new change, I guess.
Hyper main are crying in the corner. Yeah, he gave up.
Yeah, he was just like, yeah, I'm gonna get one shot right here.
Mm-hmm.
So it looks like they're gonna have to go back to base. Very near completion. No Baron up quite yet. Another 2 minutes.
But it's triple and Hib down. I don't think they're going to be able to defend this. Not properly, anyway. Because Yone can easily just engage right here.
And they're just going to start fighting right here. Looks like it's going to get hit.
Jarvan ult. Might manage to get the Yone. Nope. Yone is staying alive.
Renekton's going to die as well.
And it looks like that is game. A 2-1 win for USA.
USA is going to win 2-1. I have to make sure. Right, okay, I got it right. I keep forgetting which controls are the right ones. Okay. Wow. I gotta say that's just a really pretty. Those are pretty exciting games, to say the least. What are we thinking about that? That's just wow.
I think out of all the times I streamed, this was definitely the game to do it.
Yeah, I'm really glad I got to be able to stream this game. This was pretty good. This was pretty good, right? Some games we get stomped, some games we stomp them, right? But this game was pretty close, right? We won one, we lost one, and then we came out on top at the end, right?
It was an interesting game. It wasn't just a stomp.
Yeah, it wasn't. I mean, it became a stomp eventually in this game, but like it wasn't a stomp the whole game, right?
Exactly.
There was definitely twists and turns in this game in which VCU could definitely have come back. But it was definitely a very interesting game, and yeah, this is very great start to the.
I believe it's because of the jungle substitute.
I will say
in
that,
game
yeah.
2, In game 2, when Donnie came in, he completely dominated ganks, objectives, everything.
Yeah, I will say the jungle substitute definitely helped. But yeah, Donnie just was able to absolutely dominate them in this game. So I will say that was a big part. Definitely played a part in how they ended up managing to come back in the next 2 games. He was definitely a menace in both games. As Hecarim as well, because he just did amazing in both games. So definitely props to Donnie.
Like
MVP.
literally, what happened was they took J4. Donnie was like, "All right, prepare the horse."
All right, you want to take J4? Okay. Well, guess what? You get to deal with something even worse now, right? And I love the pick Hecarim because I actually do play jungle sometimes, and that is my pick. If I'm playing jungle, I'm picking Hecarim, right? Really fun pick to play. Definitely.
I wouldn't say I'm good at jungle, but I think like the only jungle I would pick is Spider because I just like her playstyle.
She has a great playstyle. I think she's pretty hard though. I've never been able to master her personally.
If she's hard, then I must be a really good gamer.
Well, it depends on the playstyle. Of course, some heroes that are hard in general are sometimes come easy to certain people just based on playstyle, right? Like if your playstyle fits a particular champion, it doesn't even matter if the champion is generally hard, quote unquote. They're just gonna come easy to you, right? Like for instance, Xayah back in the day was considered pretty hard to play, but she came easy to me, and so I started maining her nonstop, right? And Gangplank in particular, not too difficult for me. But Kiana, I've been trying to learn her. I don't know what I'm doing wrong. I just don't know what I'm doing. All right.
Kiana, yeah, I play Kiana. It really just takes reaction time. That's all there is to it.
Yeah, it's hard. It's really hard. I don't know what to say else other than that. Well, yeah.
This was a very fun series.
Definitely.
VCU unfortunately loses, but our team is still flawless. Well,
flawless.
Except for that one loss.
Except for that one loss. Flawless, except they're not.
In terms of series, we're flawless.
In terms of series, yeah. So we've won so far, is what you're saying. I didn't watch the previous ones.
Yeah, we won both. I mean, okay. I said in the beginning, but...
yeah, my memory is failing me.
It's okay.
Yeah. This has been great. All right, so it's been a great series, everybody. I hope you all enjoyed, and we will see you next Tuesday. Unfortunately, I am not able to stream on Thursday. I would be able to if based on schedule, but I have scheduling conflicts. So if our team is able to find somebody else to stream on Thursday, you guys can stream then. But I can only stream on Tuesdays, unfortunately. But in that case...
if we're unable to stream, I'll make sure to be able to recap for next stream.
All right, awesome. All right, everyone have a great day. Hope you enjoyed.
See you guys later.
Yep.